I don't have headphones. Plugging them in. All right. Thank you, Adrian. Oh, my God.
Oh, we're in a panic here.
Here we go. Good morning,
thing.
everybody. Rolling Stones, bitch. That's how we start today. Hey, Jimmy.
Hi, buddy.
How are you?
I'm okay. Not bad.
How was yesterday?
It was fine. It was just me and, who did I say was here? Trav Dog.
Dog.
And E-Rock.
And the E-Rock.
E-Rock covered the board.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Did E-Rock do some radio with you?
He did, yes. He chimed in.
Yeah?
Yeah, we had a good time.
Oh, good.
Sam did not help.
Why didn't Sam help?
I'm sure he would have if I had asked him to.
No, he should have helped, I think. He should have stepped up.
Doing his own thing.
He's busy doing his own radio show now.
Yeah.
I knew that would happen.
Yeah.
He'd blow us off for his own thing.
Yeah, no Stangles, no Sam.
The Stangles are out of pocket for the next 2 weeks. I think they're finally back next week. But this was part of the deal. They got an NBC thing as well going on. I think they're doing a talk show with Harry Connick Jr., and they're filming the pilot, and then they're going to be here full time starting next week. So
A regular talk show?
I believe so,
Or
yeah.
It 2 weeks to do that.
To
knock it right out.
To film the pilot.
Oh, okay.
And then, they're doing some of that on the, I think they're like doing bits and all that type of thing as well. So it's very involved, and they're finally filming that, I think, today or tomorrow. And then I believe they'll finally be here and will be ours next week. But that was part of the deal. I was trying to get them hired in January, and this company moves so fucking slowly that we finally got them hired in May. 4 months later.
Yeah, they do get...
Knowing that they were going to have to tap out for a couple weeks for this other project for NBC.
Oh, it's a worldwide pants thing, too. Does my mic sound weird, or maybe just in my headphones?
You sound terrific, Jim Norton.
All right, then maybe...
You sound great.
Just my headphones.
Yes. Okay. So who believed that I had a flaky taint, by the way?
Everybody. Bill Burr.
Did you really trick Bill Burr?
I didn't mean to. I thought, I'm like, how does Bill not know? We're on the phone.
Yeah.
And I'm going into it, and he's like, dude, I hope he's all right. I'm like, oh, my God, he believes
it's real.
I couldn't believe it. I was so happy.
And then Dr. Steve is texting me.
Oh, yeah. Stupid. Bill, I can understand, but Dr. Steve, how do you not know, Steve? I do this every time.
Yeah. Well, I posted it, and my comment was, you're a doctor. But you're a doctor. That's what I wrote. But you're a doctor.
Yeah, I told him it was from picking at your taint. You scratched it so much, you flaked it. There's an injury.
I don't mind if Bill Burr was tricked, but you can't trick the guy that you depend on, Dr. Steve, for medical advice.
Yeah, Dr. Steve is a good person, but not the brightest bulb.
No.
As we say. Hi, Sherrod.
Good morning, Sherrod Small.
Yes.
How are you, buddy?
Made it through security.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I wasn't here yesterday, and Jimmy was telling the world that I had something wrong with my taint.
A flaky taint?
Can you get a flaky taint?
I'm sure you can.
Yes.
Every once in a while, to itch that is really quite wonderful. You ever itch your taint?
Have I ever itched my taint? When have I not?
It could be. It's very, very nice.
I literally can't stop shoving my hands down my fucking pants.
Why?
Just to itch my balls. Just to itch. It's wonderful.
It's a wonderful feeling.
When you move your fingers, it's like when you dig through all that Play-Doh down there. It just wakes everything up.
Yeah.
Wakes the whole area up.
It's a real mess down there.
Yeah, it really is.
I like rolling my ball bag between the two fingers.
Okay.
When you just got an itch, but you just, man, there's something about that.
It's a good sensation.
I think that's connected to the sperm maker. It's not quite getting you off, but it's getting you ready.
It's up there.
It's more of a relaxing thing. Like I relax when I do that. It just feels.
Yeah.
It just
feels
all your nerve
right.
endings in your body wake up.
Yes.
Your back, your neck, your feet. Everything
It's like
feels
reflexology, but for your taint.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, but I took a day of rest yesterday, and now here we are. I think we're working Friday, so we'll be here for the rest of the week. We got Judd Apatow coming in today, and we also have Lewis Black, our old friend. My God, it's been a while.
Yes. Oh, I didn't know you were here Friday. Oh, heartbreaking.
Why? You don't want to work Friday?
Never. But I will.
Oh, all right. We don't have to.
No.
I don't give a fuck. It's summertime. Then we'll do 3 days this week.
Yeah.
What you doing Friday that you can't work, Jimmy?
I just like to be off on Fridays.
Like to relax?
I like a day of leisure.
Jimmy's enjoying the Fridays off.
Yes, I am.
A nice bowl, a little taint scratching, maybe?
Yeah, just to relax and sleep late and go out Thursday night and do sets.
That's understandable.
I was able to negotiate that for the boys.
Yeah.
Well, for myself and everyone else. So, but you don't have to work.
I like taking a nice Friday.
Maybe you take a little rest, and I'll hold down the ship, as they say.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Whatever. Lewis Black is anger in the new movie Inside Out. It's called Inside Out, right? I saw it already.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I saw it already.
Cartoon?
It's damn good, huh?
Is it a cartoon?
Yeah. Animation. You don't like animations, do you?
It's not that I haven't seen any that I really liked, but I mean...
Japanese?
No, those are the worst. Some guy with fucking octopus fingers banging an 8-year-old. No, they're just weird Japanimation. That does nothing for me.
And we learned they do that tentacle shit because they're not really allowed to show penises. That's where that came from.
What?
Yeah, that's how fucking backwards their culture is. They started all that tentacle porn and all because they weren't allowed to show penises. That's the only reason.
Well, it is a Japanese penis.
True. True.
It can't be too impressive.
Nah.
Well, how much are we missing out on?
Tentacle porn started because they weren't allowed to show penises, so they try to find something that sort of looks like a penis that they could show.
Octopus?
Yeah, that's how that all started. That's all it is.
I tell you, when you lose a world war, your porn is just off the chain.
Yeah, the porn gets strange.
Germany, Japan, once you lose a big one,
that's exactly what it is. You
everything's going into a vagina.
Yes, you take it out on each other sexually.
Yeah.
You blame each other. You don't value each other.
Yeah.
You're like, we did the best we could. Open your mouth after shit.
So true. What was the last animation you saw that you liked, Jim Norton? Animations could be wonderful.
Pixar, I don't like.
You don't like Pixar at all?
How do you not like Pixar?
Just don't. I mean, I'm sure they're great productions. They just, what did I see that I liked?
What about The Incredibles? Remember that? The family who was superheroes?
I enjoyed The Incredibles.
That was a good one.
I wouldn't see The Incredibles if it was the only thing. If I was looking, if it says you want to look at this blank wall or The Incredibles, I'd have to think about it.
What about the Toy Story movies?
Never saw them.
Zero? Woody?
No,
you don't see Woody?
I'm sure they're great, but they just don't interest me.
I saw all of them before I had kids. There you go.
Yeah, me too.
And now that I've had kids, oh boy, have I seen those movies.
Up and
wow.
Away.
Oh, there you go.
Up and Away. Did you like that?
It was all right. I didn't care that much about it.
It's a young boy home alone with an old man.
I know, the old balloon fucking creep. What did the old bag die or something?
Well, she had a dry womb.
Exactly. A barren twat.
These stupid animations have to make it extremely tragic before you could have fun with the movie.
Yes.
She had a dry womb.
He was dead in there.
God, why would you do that? Why can't you just have a fun movie without that backstory?
Exactly. I wanted a cunt, but she has a linen closet. Oh, well.
Little chubby fat kid just wants to have a little fun with Mister.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I didn't have to say the C word. I was just trying to be edgy.
Him and his doggy and the old man. Up and Away.
That was a good one. That's a good animation.
That was Pixar?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying that's the last one I saw. It was okay. It's just not my thing. I mean, I'm sure I'm not good to judge those things because I don't watch them. So
What about like Shrek?
Never saw it.
What?
But again, I'm not saying it's. I don't not watch them because I think I'm cool. It's just not my.
It's not in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, it's not what I enjoy.
Shrek was great.
Yeah, that was a classic.
That was a good movie for adults.
Yeah,
there was some adult writing in there.
I heard Eddie was awesome. Yeah. Fucking Eddie Murphy just bangs those out like nobody does a voiceover better than Eddie. This
agreed.
What about Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
I missed that one.
Jimmy has no idea. That's why.
I know
that's why I said that title.
There's a book too.
Is it a book?
Yes, it was a children's book.
I never read the children's book, but I saw the two movies they had.
See, children's stuff.
Those are good.
I think children's stuff's awesome, but it's just not. I don't enjoy it. But I mean, for kids, I think these things are masterpieces. They're fucking great.
Yeah, they're lucky. We didn't have this shit growing up.
No, you got Tom and Jerry, and you got the Shut Up.
Yeah.
But we had Bugs Bunny yelling racist stuff.
That's a good point.
Japs. I mean, come on.
Good point. We had a little more edge to our cartoons.
Yes, we did.
He knew the octopus tentacles were coming. That's why he's calling out the Japs.
The black guys eating the watermelon, being all lazy and shit. That's what we had growing up.
Good old American racism.
Yeah. They banned these cartoons.
Shotguns to the face. Yeah, they may have better graphics, but you'll never see a duck shoot a fat white man in the mouth. You'll never see a shotgun fucking... The idea of taking a shotgun and just using it against a cigar is so unnecessary. But that was how they handled it.
There was a lot of shotgun blasts to the face in the cartoon.
The guy's just standing there with his face is all blacked out and his hat's blown off. They're like, all right, he's right back.
It was Daffy Duck, and then he had to adjust his bill back to the front of his face.
That was despicable.
Yeah.
See, look, they're even removing the Bugs Bunny racist cartoons off YouTube.
Really?
You're not allowed to see these things anymore, people.
Is that a copyright thing? Who owns it? I know Cosby bought a bunch of them and he raped them. I wonder who else owns those.
Yes.
Oh, he bought the Little Rascals. Did he buy those?
He bought the Little Rascals.
Okay.
Yes, he bought the Little Rascals so no one could see him.
Right.
He bought them and shelved them. And this son of a bitch was doing some things.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
he probably showgirls. You want to see the racist cartoons? I've never seen that. That's kind of racist. Yes, it is, you white bitch. You suck this.
You drink this shit, and I'll show you the cartoons.
Yeah.
Man, that was spot on, Bill Cosby.
Yeah. People say I do really good impersonations. You were here when I was doing them, right? I'm just hitting them out of the park.
People are saying, really?
I didn't do them yesterday. I can't believe I had a whole day to myself and not one impression. I forgot them.
You should have talked to all your characters. You had no one in your way yesterday.
Uncle Paul showed up briefly.
Right.
And Chip might have popped in for 30 seconds.
That's it?
Totally forgot that I do those things.
I might get in the way sometimes. You had the place to yourself yesterday and you didn't talk to your characters? What's wrong with you?
I completely forgot.
Oh, God, that would have been wonderful.
And the impressions.
The impressions.
Anyway,
so clamor for them.
In and Out, Louis Black. Oh yeah, so he plays Anger, and he does it very well in the new movie. And he's coming in to say hi.
In and Out is really Herman's Head, but an animation. Remember Herman's Head, the TV show?
I
on
vaguely
Fox?
remember Herman's Head. Yeah, there was all
it's a knockoff.
Wait, it was all the people that lived in his head. That's right. All the different personalities.
All the emotions.
Holy fuck! I forgot about that.
I figured it out.
Is that what that show was?
It's a hustle.
Yeah.
Was it a cartoon or a show?
That was a show. It was real people.
And Bart Simpson was in that show.
Yeah, it was the same producers as like The Simpsons or some shit.
Yearly Smith, is that her name?
Oh yeah, the chick. Yeah,
that's Bart Simpson. She was in Herman's Head.
Like, Nancy Cartwright is Bart Simpson.
I mean,
Yearly Smith is Lisa.
Lisa. I'm sorry.
Lisa.
Yeah, it's been too many years. You're right.
Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa from The Simpsons was in Herman's Head. You're right.
Wait a minute. Herman's Head was like where he was interacting with all these characters, and each one represented something.
Yeah.
That's fucking a pretty brilliant concept.
That was a great show. That show was great.
Then you might appreciate In and Out because that's what they're talking about.
Wow.
And it's good. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed the movie, even though I had a kid crying throughout the whole thing.
Can you hear music?
Oh, that's
okay.
Wow, what are you listening to today?
I have really good hearing. People say
you have amazing hearing.
Everyone tells me that. They're like, "Oh my God, Jim, old Belltone commercial over here." I'm like, "Oh, what do I know?"
What song was that?
I don't know. Let me. It's something hip hop and R&B. It's T.I. About the money.
God.
Yeah. That's what gets me up.
You listen to any rock and roll? What about some rock and roll?
I mix it in. That was Pandora. So should I not say Pandora on this network?
Yeah, I don't know. Is Pandora taking a shot at Sirius XM?
Well, they want us to do a morning show there. Is that competing?
That's going to be fucking in my head all day. All right. Anyway, so you guys want to talk about Tilly, the latest on Tilly?
Oh, it's heartbreaking, ain't it?
Yeah. I missed doing radio yesterday just so we could talk about fucking Tilly. I'm obsessed with this Joyce Mitchell. This Tilly.
Is her husband did he know this was happening? Is he like a creep?
I hear that she was planning to kill the husband.
Yeah.
Was she planning on killing the husband, or was that their idea?
It was her idea, I've heard it was Tilly Cum's idea.
Looks like she ain't going home anytime soon. No. even when she gets out of jail.
I saw her in a prison jumpsuit.
Yeah, she looks like Phil Spector in the face.
Oh, man.
Her face looks like Phil Spector. She's really unpleasant.
And a little Dusty Rhodes, who we lost over the weekend.
That's right, yeah.
She's got a little Dusty Rhodes in her.
She got a little dusty in the face.
She was sleeping with both inmates, both in capital letters. Shaw Skank Sex Triangle.
Was she sleeping with both?
Yeah, she fucked one and
Travis just told us that she was fucking the guy with the goatee. And then the other guy who's well endowed, she was sucking off.
Well, you can't say no to that big.
Well, you can't fuck it either. Oh, no, you can't put that in me. He'll notice. When I get home, believe you me, he'll notice.
I didn't know she was from Minnesota.
Yeah, he's not the biggest boy on the block. He'll notice immediately. We fight. I had to go in there and get all stitched up just so I could grip it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Joyce Mitchell allegedly told investigators she had discussed a plan with two convicted murderers that she would pick them up after they broke out of prison and they would possibly kill her husband and flee to an undisclosed destination. I'm starting to think she might have been some kind of decoy.
To buy them time to get away.
I don't know. I think they had other plans, or at least a plan B.
Maybe they knew she would crack and told her some horse shit.
Right.
And that's why they're still gone.
But I do believe it because she's confessing this stuff. She's just not she doesn't know how to shut up. And
like a wife.
Yeah, she's just panicking and telling them everything. Like, for her to confess the murder. Like, I mean, the murder. Like, why would you tell him that?
Why would you mention that?
Right. Keep it under your hat, fatso. You don't mention a murder plot that no one's uncovered.
Right. Because now the husband is fucking pissed off.
You don't mention... Yes!
He's like, what? And he does look like Club Soda Kenny. That was making me laugh all weekend. Oh, my God.
It's a serious stash on that man's face.
She did indicate one of the reasons why she didn't show up was because she did love her husband, and she didn't want to do this to him. Why do they need to kill the husband? That doesn't make sense.
You banging 2 prisoners. You already doing it to him.
Right.
What are you talking about, Tilly?
My thought is this. If she did show up with the car... Fucking, they were going to kill her and just take her car. Why would they bring her along?
Yeah.
She's a 2.
Oh, man. But she can sneak stuff.
You escape from prison. You don't want to be on the lam with a 2.
And somebody who they looking for. A 2 they'll be looking for.
Oh, God, she's a 1. Sorry. I apologize to the 2s out there.
Yeah.
She's a 1.
But you're right. They would be looking for her. And... They eventually, someone said they would have killed her, and I think they would have.
They would have killed her on the spot.
No, they would have fucked her for a while first in the woods. They would have taken her up to that cabin. Look, to us, she's nothing, but to someone doing double life,
it's everything.
She's at least a 5. Yeah.
More than a 5.
She's a prison 5.
They see Kate Upton.
Yeah.
They see Kate Upton through that mess.
We see all that without the Kate up. She's just a ton. Fat fuck.
Going back to cartoons, when they show the cartoon character and then the character sees like a roast beef.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Twirling around like a turkey, a whole cooked turkey.
Yeah, that's what the escapees were seeing with Joyce Mitchell. She was turning into a Kate Upton in front of their eyes.
Yeah, we see a pig, a 4-legged fucking farm animal, and they see a Kate Upton. Oh, boy, is her husband hot under the collar. The phone rings. Hello? Oh, hello. Is this the big fat fucking liar? How are you? What can I do for you, big fat fucking liar? Do you need something? Like maybe something to lie about? They're all laughing at me at work, you know. Why'd you have to tell them you put that in your mouth? I'm Irish. She had to tell him she fucked one and sucked off the other one.
I don't think you needed to tell them those details.
She's falling apart.
No, I'm not bringing your perm shampoo, you big fat fucking liar. Maybe let someone one of your prisoner friends do it. You big fat fucking lie teller. Oh, I gotta go away for 6 months in the woods. You didn't tell me you were gonna kill me and take my truck, big fat fucking liar.
Go buy your own pert.
Yeah. I'm not bringing you pert anymore.
Right.
Maybe Mr. Matt, who killed his boss with the giant you-know-what, can do it. I heard the conversation. They taped him.
Oh, 7:32. Rachel, the black broad who's actually white, is going to be on the Today Show. 7:32.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe we'll take
Dolezal?
that. Let's take
Rachel
that live.
Dolezal?
Yeah.
Tell the boys we're taking that live, and we'll comment on it.
And her parents were on Fox, which I think was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was just as white as the driven snow.
They sure were.
Boy.
They're really throwing her under the bus, but I think that they're just tired of this. The mother's just embarrassed.
Yeah, but you're putting her at risk.
Yeah, we're going to kill her. The community. She infiltrated the community. We got to kill her.
Let someone else fucking let the world know that she's white, not your own family.
They dropped dime on her. That was one of the signs that she was white. That her family was dropping dimes to the press.
Yeah.
You fucking stupid.
That's a good point. It's funny. Your family talked to the cops.
We'll go to white people.
We'll go to that story in a sec. What do you have up there? I wanted to read that, Adrian. The Joyce Mitchell stuff. Has planned to be the duo's getaway driver, but got cold feet. We read that as the breakout near checking herself into a hospital. But they would have used her. They would have killed her.
They would have to.
Why would you? I mean, she can't run.
She can't run.
These guys got to run.
Yeah, she can't.
And you got fucking Tubby running, 200 yards behind you?
Yeah, wait up, guys.
Crying.
They would have left her in the dust or killed. They probably would have killed her and kept her car. Because they wouldn't have found that car anytime soon.
Right. One more mouth to feed, one more person to hide, one more person that could be recognized. And the cops would have been looking for her. It's not like she could have went out and got them food or anything. Everyone would have been looking for her, too.
Killing her would have did her a favor. Because then they wouldn't even think she was involved. She got kidnapped or something. Or
right.
She was held against her will.
She had planned to take the 2 murderers to her home, the source said. These guys are too smart for that. They break out of prison and then they're going to go to Tilly's house?
No.
Well, they might have.
Because they already had suspicions about her, so they would have checked there.
They needed the truck, her husband's truck, they said, to get where they wanted to go.
Yeah.
Which was up. They were going some 7-hour away. Although what these dumb convicts didn't realize is probably GPS in these trucks. There's so many ways to trace them with like the navigation systems.
Sure.
That there might be a way to ping the truck and find out where it is. They wouldn't have gotten very far. The only reason they probably got away is because they didn't have a traceable car.
And I mean, this escape was so well.
Travis is saying no. You don't think so?
Oh, what do you got, Travis?
No, I think that's ridiculous.
Why?
First of all, I don't think they would have just immediately killed her. Like, they probably wanted to get the truck. She would have driven them. They would have been hiding in the back of the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, she would have, but they would have killed her eventually.
Eventually, yeah, but not immediately, because, I mean, a 7-hour drive, like, the cops aren't looking for her within 7 hours,
right?
You know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But you don't think that they could have, they could, once they knew that truck was missing, they could do something, because you can what am I saying? You could possibly, sometimes they ping your truck, I think, and people don't like that. Like, they can find out where you are. But they just say absolutely nothing, by the way.
Like Easy Pass. Like, I don't think they were going to use Easy Pass.
Why not? Oh, maybe not.
Yeah. But they weren't going to be looking for a slob.
Plus, you can
I don't think they would have been looking for her, and they wouldn't have been looking for the truck.
Yeah,
they wouldn't have found that husband. They're all too busy, searching for these two guys.
Yeah, every trooper would have been looking for, two or one of the two guys in a car somewhere, not some just slob with a horrible perm, with a tight perm.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, once they realized what it was, then they would have went looking for the truck.
Eventually, then they would have put her on the list, or what she looks like on the list of people.
Yeah, by that time,
to watch
she's
out
dead
for.
And the cars,
That's true.
Okay, they're out there a long time, man. This is a long time to be out of prison. What? That's like a fucking Vegas vacation.
Cuomo said they don't know if they're here or in Mexico.
They're gone.
Yeah, they're long gone. I mean, think about it. So you have an elaborate plan to get out of prison. As soon as you get on the outside, you have about 4 or 5 hours to get as far away as possible before they're going to realize that something went down.
Yeah.
They're not going to be in that area.
And they knew Tilly would break. They didn't plan all this shit and knew this shaky bitch was going to...
So they probably They
had a plan for that.
You think they maybe were able to hotwire another car? But no cars have gone missing in that area.
Right, no carjackings reported.
Yeah. Were they able to maybe get on a bus, maybe?
Maybe they had somebody else pick them up.
Yeah, maybe somebody else.
Or maybe they had plan B with a more reliable person to pick them up.
Wow.
No arms, no problem. Man throws out first pitch with his feet.
Holy Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking impressive.
Fox and Friends. You got to see that video as well.
Yeah, guy threw it out with his feet.
And it was a perfect strike, or pretty
sure
close.
Was.
So what's everybody else's excuse for throwing those awful first pitches out?
They just panic.
Yeah, you panic out
Carl
there.
Lewis had the worst one of all time.
No, 50 Cent.
50s was bad. Carl Lewis?
Carl Lewis is worse?
He was a gold medalist.
But
he's an athlete.
That's
50
true.
Cent's a prisoner.
That's true. He was a convict who got shot. A drug dealer who got shot in the face and then just came up with some things that rhymed. He's not supposed to be able to throw a good pitch.
Exactly.
Carl Lewis really made a living being an athlete.
MLB.com.
Show me Carl Lewis. Here we go. How is he worse than 50 Cent? 50 Cent went...
Watch this.
Okay.
Watch this
all
nonsense.
Right. Here's Carl Lewis. Can't see it on the radio.
That was literally a
he
girl
doesn't throw like that.
And then he acts one
How
back.
does he not?
He's like this. Now let me do... No, Nick.
Yeah, no, that was his dignity he was requesting. He's like, throw that dignity back up here if you don't mind.
But they did throw it back to him, and then what did you do with the second try?
He stinks.
What you didn't see, if you've never seen the Carl Lewis, it lands maybe 5 feet in front of him.
Yeah, I've come farther than he threw that.
How are you that bad?
It's the worst thing I ever saw in my life.
And Sherrod, I apologize. That is worse than 50 Cent.
He won 3 gold medals in the Olympics.
Holy fuck, that's impossible. He doesn't know how to throw a ball.
Caitlyn Jenner throws a better baseball than
That's a world record time, Carl.
He doesn't know where to release the ball.
All right, he's going to try it again. So let's see if that was a fluke.
Look how he can't even pick the ball up. He's so churchy.
He doesn't know where to let it go. Like, then now he threw. There you go. Now he got it.
Yeah, but that was still pretty lame.
He let it go like after like when you throw a ball, your arm has follow through.
Yeah.
So while you're at like eye level, you should let it go.
Right.
He waited until his thumb and his toes were aligned, and he let it go.
Like a 3-year-old.
Yeah. Who was that?
That's 50
That was terrible. 50s was awful.
That's probably 15 feet to the left.
That's really bad.
Right? Maybe even 20 feet to the left.
Yeah.
That's
It had some English on it.
Yeah.
Everyone's just laughing at him.
Didn't Chris have a bad throw?
Chris Rock?
Oh, yeah. Chris Rock threw one out for the Mets that was pretty bad, too.
Please pull this up.
It was not a good throw.
Baseball is a sport
Rock.
he prides himself on.
That he's athletic?
Yeah, in baseball. Baseball's his sport.
This is labeled Chris Rock throwing a first pitch like a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
All right, we don't need the music, obviously.
Look, you already look nervous.
Is that Adam Sandler helping him out? So,
yeah, who threw all right, it was an inside ball for a right-handed hitter, but it went there.
And then Chris Rock just fucking fires it over the... He's not throwing it like a girl.
No, but it's just not good.
He's not athletic.
He just fired it over the catcher's head.
If it's a girl, it's like a really butch gym teacher girl who throws it fucking 40 feet higher than it should be to prove that she can do it.
Baba Booey's was really bad, too, yes.
Yes, his was terrible.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
Terrible first pitch.
How do you not practice?
You just get nervous, I think. I think people literally just get nervous.
And plus, it's the mound.
And I
it's
also
funny
think-
throwing off that mound.
Yeah.
Come on.
Plus, I wonder if people do it on purpose now at this point.
Yeah, that would be hilarious if you're doing it on purpose.
I would throw a perfect strike, you know me.
Here's Baba Booey's. Oh, my God.
Good God
It
almighty.
was awful.
Are you allowed to say throws like a girl? Are we going to get in trouble for that?
What?
I wouldn't say that. Not in a derogatory
I don't
sense.
think you're allowed
mean
to say throw like a girl.
Unless you mean it positively. Come on now, throw like a girl. Let's get this guy out.
Yeah, like that little black girl from Philadelphia, Little League girl.
That she knows how to throw.
Who, yeah, she crossed over Kevin Hart. Did you see that?
No.
In a celebrity basketball game?
Oh, that was the same chick.
Same little girl. She crossed him over.
What's that mean?
She broke Kevin's ankles.
Made him go the wrong way.
Yes, twisted him up real good.
I'm not going that way. You're going that way. I'm going this way.
He's a good player. Even in the really short celebrity thing, he's actually a good player for like a regular sized person.
And she driving on him.
Yeah, but she's pretty fucking good.
She got
man.
2 feet on height.
I actually saw this.
Over him.
I saw this dumb game.
Yeah.
I sat and watched the whole thing for some reason.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the All-Star Celebrity Game.
What, you lose a bet?
I don't know why. I started watching, going, why am I watching this? It's stupid.
They asked me to play in this, and I said no.
You said now turn them down?
Why would you say no to that?
Because I had a bad ankle.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I hurt myself at a karate tournament. I'm going to be a compulsive liar from now on. Radio is fun again. I can just say whatever I want and be whoever I want.
Radio is just so stupid.
Yeah.
This is just so dumb.
I can be whoever I want.
Yeah. I've been thinking about the older I get, this means nothing. It's just dumb.
That's all it
It's
is.
a stupid thing to do.
This guy with the feet is good though.
Unbelievable.
He was actually born with arms, and his arms would not work. So they wanted, because he's like 37, so they amputated his arms because they were like just appendages. They didn't do anything.
They were just kind of in his way, probably. If
I wouldn't know. I'm just compulsively lying again. So much fun. I love it. Lying rules.
Oh, man, I believe it.
Shit.
It says born without arms.
Yeah.
I believe
Will says
every
learn
word
to
of it.
use his feet to do just about everything. That good for him.
Oh no. He took his prick.
Kitty?
He's got to.
You guys
How
want
can you?
You guys want to listen to this Rachel Broad live on the Today Show?
Yeah,
Let's
this
hear
is
it.
a big one.
This is a biggie. We got shark attacks. Oh God, we got so much to do today.
She infiltrated my people, and I don't appreciate it.
Are you bummed about this?
Bummed.
We sent a spy.
She's taking jobs.
And she sued Howard, too.
President Rachel Dolezal. She made her
Which was
announcement
white.
on Monday on the organization's Facebook page. But this morning, there are even more questions surrounding her race, and also her background. In a moment, we'll speak exclusively with her in her first public comments since the allegations surfaced.
right.
But first, the latest on her story.
Are you here to make a stand?
This morning, Spokane's controversial NAACP leader has stepped down, writing in a Facebook post, "This is not about me, it's about justice." But her statement doesn't offer an explanation or apology for the controversy that has swirled around her claims that she's black.
Are you African American?
She doesn't look black to me, by the way.
Me either.
Nah, with the hair.
I don't understand
I was still
the
smashed,
Are
question.
your parents,
Tell you that shit.
are they white?
Dolezal has been under fire ever since her biological parents said the civil rights
Thanks a
activist
lot,
was
Mom and
born
Dad.
white.
She may have felt that she had some advantage in her activism by being portrayed as a black woman.
The latest revelation about Dolezal's past, a 2002 claim that she was discriminated against at historically black Howard University, partly because she was not African American. The lawsuit eventually dismissed. The university has no comment. Dolezal's legacy as a civil rights leader at risk.
All it took was one night to be able to destroy everything that she claimed to have built with a lie.
But others caution against a rush to judgment.
We have to understand that race is more complex than pigment and certainly inheritance.
Even though Dolezal won't lead this NAACP chapter anymore, she says she won't disappear, writing in her resignation, "I will never stop fighting for human rights."
Fine.
Rachel Dolezal,
but
good
she's
morning.
crazy.
Nice to see you.
She's nuts.
Nice to see you, too.
You've had a busy week. All the headlines, top trending item on Twitter. You resigned your post at the
Still working the black hair, I see.
You started
She worked it well,
discussion on race and what it
she would have
means
got rid of
in
the
this
black
country.
hair.
She cracked that mystery.
Did this come as a surprise to you, or did you always expect the lid would be blown off your story at some point?
The timing of it was a shock. I mean, wow. The timing was completely unexpected.
Shut up, bitch.
As to the second question, I did feel that at some point I would need to address the complexity of my identity.
Let me just, we can't talk about the big picture that you have created without talking about the small picture first.
Right.
Let me just ask you the question in simple terms again, because you've sent mixed signals over the years.
Nigga, you a nigga?
An African-American woman.
I identify as black.
Oh, God. She's embarrassing herself.
Let me put a picture up of you in your early 20s.
Crazy. Oh, good. Show the picture, Matt. Bring the picture out, Matt.
An African-American woman, or is that a Caucasian woman?
That's not in my early 20s, but
that's a little younger, I guess. Yeah. Is she a Caucasian woman or an African American?
Come on, answer the question.
I would say that visibly she would be identified as white
this
by
good
people
girl.
who see her.
Nuts.
But at the time,
bonkers.
were you identifying yourself as African American?
In that picture, during that time, no.
Look at the sweater. Hell
Your
no.
parents were asked this question this week, and they didn't have any trouble answering it. Here's what they said. She's clearly our birth daughter, and we're clearly Caucasian. That's just a fact. Your father went on to say she's a very talented woman doing work she believes in. Why can't she do that as a Caucasian woman, which is what she is? How do you answer that question?
Well, first of all, I really don't see why they're in such a rush to whitewash some of the work that I have done and who I am and how I've identified. And this goes back to a very early age with my self-identification with the black experience as a very young child.
Bitch, that's a James Brown album.
I would say about 5 years old.
You began identifying yourself as African American?
I was drawing self-portraits with the brown crayon instead of the peach crayon and the black,
you're embarrassing
black curly hair.
everyone.
That was how
my God.
I was portraying myself.
So it started way back then, Rachel. When did you start, and I'll use the word, you can correct me if you don't like it, when did you start deceiving people and telling them you were black when you knew their questions were pointed in a different direction? When someone said to you back then, are you black or white? And you'd say, I'm black. You didn't say, I identify as black.
Matt's killing her. Good, Matt, kill her.
When did you start deceiving people?
Well, I do take exception to that because it's a little more complex than me identifying as black or answering a question of, are you black or white? I was actually identified when I was doing human rights work in North Idaho as first transracial. And then when some of the opposition
to transracial
came forward and started, the next newspaper article identified me as being a biracial woman. And then the next article, when there were actually burglaries, nooses, etc., was this is happening to a black woman. And I never corrected.
Well, why didn't you correct it? You knew it wasn't true.
Yeah.
Well, because it's more complex than.
No, it's not.
She's not answering anything.
She's really
true
hateable.
Or false in that particular instance.
But the cynics and the skeptics will say you didn't correct those reports.
Get him, Matt!
Because it worked for you.
Make it hurt, Matt.
Because it helped you meet your goals.
Right.
Is that fair?
I don't necessarily think that's fair.
Oh, you argumentative bitch.
Kill her, Matt. Just at that time, but before then too, I have had to answer those who have seen me, and because I'm a black hairstylist, have style my hair in many different ways.
In a lot of goofy
identified
ways. Been looking at the pictures.
With some goofy stuff on it.
Light-skinned.
You're black. You're white.
Etc.
She like every episode of Moesha.
I've had to answer a lot of questions throughout my life.
You've changed your appearance. Your complexion appears darker than it did
Matt.
in the photos of you as a young lady.
Yes.
Have you done something to darken your complexion?
Yes.
A little bronzy powder.
I certainly don't stay out of the sun, you know.
That's not an answer.
What do you do?
I also don't, as some of the critics have said, put on blackface as a performance.
You are?
Yeah, let me address that, because some people have said that the way you've changed your opinion is akin to putting on blackface, and Jonathan Capehart wrote in the Washington Post, blackface remains highly racist, no matter how down with the cause a white person is. Do you understand what he means by that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you agree with it?
I have a huge issue with blackface. This is not some free birth of a nation mockery blackface performance. This is on a very real, connected level.
By a mentally ill person.
I've actually had to go there with the experience.
What a wacko.
Not just a visible representation, but with the experience. And the point at which that really solidified.
How hateable is she?
Was when I
get off our black dicks collectively.
Isaiah. And he said, "You're my real mom." And he's in high school.
But you're not.
And for that to be
she's a psychopath.
Something that is plausible, I can, certainly can't be seen as white.
Jimmy, Matt's letting her off the hook, I think.
Oh, no, he's letting us fucking sink herself.
There are reports that at one time in particular, you looked at a friend of yours, a guy named Albert Wilkinson, and you told friends of yours that he was your father.
That's right.
He is an African-American
Yes, he is. She didn't expect that question, Matt. Fuck her.
Was that done to enhance your resume as an African-American woman?
He's fucking prepared again. He's prepared.
There's another reason. Yeah, he actually approached me in North Idaho. And,
I'm saying Idaho.
We just we connected on, a very...
He wanted to fuck you.
Intimate level.
She's an idiot.
As family.
But why point out an African-American man and say, that is my father, when you know that your father is a Caucasian man?
Beautiful. Like, we don't have enough children to fucking worry about.
Is my dad. And any man can be a father, not every man can be a dad.
That's a good point.
It's Howard University in 2002, where you claim you were discriminated against because you were a pregnant white woman. Do you understand how people could hear that and say, here's another example. She says she identified herself as being African American and black from a young age.
That's right.
Here's a case where she identified herself as a white woman because it worked for her under the circumstances.
Yes! Matt!
For my full tuition scholarship being removed and my teaching position as well, my TA position, were that other people needed opportunities, and you probably have white relatives and that that can afford to help you with your tuition. And I thought that was an injustice.
So you became them? That's like, I'll show these bitches.
Did you make the same choices, given all that's happened, and given the fallout from it, but also the positive side of the discussion that has come out of it? Would you make the same choices you've made, Rachel?
I would.
You're an idiot. I hate this woman. I hate her.
Come out of it? What discussion do you want to prompt?
I hate her.
Well, as much as this discussion has somewhat been at my expense recently in a very sort of viciously inhumane way, come out of the woodwork, and the discussion is really about what it is to be human.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And I hope that really can drive at
Admitted
the core
no wrongdoing.
definitions of race, ethnicity,
She's a cunt.
culture, self-determination.
That's true.
Personal agency.
All right.
And ultimately empowerment.
But when you say you would make the same choices, wouldn't you go
fucking
back
stop
and
beating her
perhaps
up,
be a
Matt.
little
She's already
more
explained herself.
About
Poor girl.
things in your life, or correct some of the
You gotta
things
go in for the kill, don't
that
you?
were said about you that you knew to be incorrect?
Go ahead, baby.
There are probably a couple interviews that I would do a little differently if circumstances, in retrospect, I knew what I know now.
Yeah, the gift of hindsight.
But overall, my life has been one of survival.
Yep.
And the decisions that I have made along the way, including my identification, have been to survive.
Right.
And to, carry forward in my journey and life continues.
Well said, honey.
You resigned your position at the NAACP out in Spokane. Do you feel you could have been as effective? And by the way, you should get a lot of credit. A lot of people feel you breathe new life into that chapter.
Of course she did. She's white, Matt. What are you, a traitor?
Could you have had as big an impact had you been a Caucasian woman as opposed to being identified as an African-American woman?
Yeah, answer that.
I don't know. I guess I haven't had the opportunity to.
Well, you should.
To experience
right.
that.
Not yet, honey.
In those shoes.
Not yet.
So,
Dumb bitch.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
She's
and
a
finally,
dumb
your two
bitch.
sons, Isaiah and Franklin, are here in the studio.
They are.
If I were to ask them if you're a black woman or a Caucasian woman, how do you think they'd answer?
Well, I actually was talking to one of my sons yesterday, and he said, Mom, racially, you're human, and culturally, you're black. And, you know, so, I mean, we've had these conversations.
That's true, but integrity-wise, you're a cunt.
I do support the way that I identify.
What are they going to say?
They support me.
Fucking
ultimately.
Ernest Thomas twins.
For the Three Musketeers.
Raj and Raj. These are my sons.
Thanks for talking to us this morning. I appreciate it.
Oh, whatever.
And you can weigh in with your thoughts.
No, she's D.
What a fluff piece by Matt
She's
Lauer.
an idiot.
No, Matt answered the right questions, I thought. Yeah, he went in there pretty good.
The Orange Room.
He let her off the hook.
Whatever.
She's a fucking psychopath.
She is a weirdo.
So you could choose to just be black or something else now?
No, you can't.
You sure you can't?
I don't think so. You shouldn't be allowed
She's
to.
a fucking psychopath.
Please, you point to this fucking thing in the front of my pants. If I could change the color of this, it's black. God, take us out, you piece of garbage.
Oh, she's mentally ill.
She's
yeah,
mentally
I think
ill.
so.
Why wouldn't Matt go, ask her about her mental stability?
She's also hateable and manipulative. Like
Oprah got to interview her. Oprah or Wendy Williams.
Oh,
Somebody,
Oprah
a
will
black
break her
woman.
down.
A black woman got to interview this bitch.
Yeah.
You think that's what it comes down to?
Because they're going to jump her. They're going to jump the bitch in the streets. She better stay in Spokane, I guess.
No, but then again, she was the only reason she might not is because she wasn't benefiting a whole lot from it. She was doing something that people would consider good. So as hateable as she is, it wasn't like she was making a shitload of money doing it.
It's integrity, though.
I agree.
Even if you eat in somebody's house, it's like, don't wear a mask and come in.
She took someone's spot.
She's taking black jobs.
She took someone's spot.
The NAACP in Spokane, Washington need to be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah.
Yes, all three of them. It's not exactly a big black area. She knew where to go in. Fucking try that in D.C. They would have sniffed her out in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, my name... White bitch! Sit down, white bitch! White devil! White devil! Well, why do you think I'm white? Meetings at 8 o'clock and you were here at 5 of. White bitch!
On time, bitch!
Oh, fuck.
Now that we know what's making me laugh is seeing all the wacky black hairstyles she's had over the years.
She's been through them all. She had every one of them.
You see the one that's just a tower of black hair on top of her head.
Like a Ken and Play situation?
Oh, it's brutal. These hairstyles she did over the years.
She's trying
that one.
so
Look, the
hard.
tower of fucking black
In a way, that's
hair.
almost what my imaginary friend, when I was a kid, I had the friend Helen. My imaginary friend's name was Helen, and she was an older woman with a beehive hairdo, and that reminds me of it.
Oh, really?
It was much more traditional in the 50s.
Okay, yeah.
And to identify with one thing what this woman said, when I was a little kid, when I was really young, when I pictured myself as an adult, I pictured myself as a black adult male.
Did you?
When I was really small, I don't know. But there was no, maybe I had seen it on TV. I was too young to understand any of the, like how ridiculous that was.
Right.
And how I was destined for good, you know?
Did you think it was a possibility, though? That was
just how I saw myself.
But you, as a little kid, did you think that you could actually be a black
Was it because of basketball or sports or a teacher or?
I can't remember why. I was so young. It was like I didn't understand. Like, oh, okay, my skin is like this. It's impossible for me to get like that. Like I was even before the age where you understand. I might have been 4 or 5,
right?
Where I just knew that you're not gonna, or maybe younger. But I would picture I don't know why I remember that, but I would picture myself as an adult being like a 30-something-year-old. I can still picture the face too.
That's wild.
Yeah, and I have no idea when it stopped, or why it was there.
Maybe it's a past life, Jimmy.
I've wondered that. Yeah, and I hate past life discussions. I despise them and I avoid them at all costs. unless the other person I'm having with has big giant tits and she's getting loaded, then I'll nod my head. Yeah, good point. Who were you? What royal family did you belong to? Pop that in your mouth, fucking Henrietta VIII. Suck that, fucking Miss Queen, big shot in a past life, but just a drunken pig in this one. Yeah, miss, I used to be royalty, but now I'm just a dumb twat who needs a ride after the comedy show.
That's your past life discussion?
Exactly. Yeah. Why don't you fucking, pop this in your fucking gullet, silly.
Well, there's Rachel. I think she's mentally unstable myself.
Easily insane.
She tricked a lot of black people into thinking that she was a black woman helping. Well, did she help out, though? Did she help the cause?
They said she didn't help shit.
She got a lot of things done in Spokane.
Yeah, she probably could have got them done as a white woman.
Is that how you say it? Spokane?
Spokane.
Yeah. Spokane, Washington.
Well, thank you, Mr. White Lady, sir, for helping us so.
Now, that's the attitude I like.
Are you're really bothered by this, Sherrod, being a black man?
She bugs the shit out of me.
Yeah. What part of it?
All of it. The lies, the deceit.
People don't like to be.
They don't want to be fooled.
Do you
not like want you coming in the house fooling them? Nobody wants that.
No one likes that.
Do you like that she sued when she wanted to be white at Howard?
And she sued Howard University because they was discriminating against her?
Yeah.
As a teacher's assistant and
she's
a student.
hateable.
She is so hateable. Oh my God.
Do we have the quotes from the brother and all that? Let's see. Rachel's parents go on Today's Show and say she had lied about her background to damage her biological family. Yeah, the parents are not happy about this. Do we have these clips there, Adrian?
This seems like irreconcilable differences.
If she was on, if she came on the Today Show and said, "Hey, I lied. I like black culture. I lied about it. Did it?" I'd be like this. All right. Don't try to make yourself the victim like somebody doing something against you.
Yeah.
You fucking psychopath.
She knew she was lying to everybody.
Yes, and still
she wasn't identifying herself as a black woman to that extent. You might enjoy some black culture or something like that, but to actually identify yourself as a black woman, that's where it gets crazy.
It's like come back to reality. Talk. Just be you fucking idiot.
And what's going on with the parents? I mean, I guess they don't get along. She doesn't get along with the parents for a long time, I would assume.
You think?
I would assume that she's probably not been in touch with them.
The kids don't. These kids that she cares so much about don't even know about her parents. These black kids that she's raising, this is my kid. I love them. They don't even know about her real story. So she lied to her kids.
Are they adopted kids? From
I think from her husband, who she was.
So she married a black guy, right?
Yeah.
Who had a couple kids?
I believe so.
And did they have kids themselves?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Here's Rachel's parents on the Today Show. It's a long clip. I don't know.
Oh, well, maybe that one kid, because I think when she sued Howard, she was pregnant at the time.
Right.
Instead of just saying, like, my parents adopted 4 black kids, hey, look, I identified with them, and I don't know exactly what happened. Like, just say that. Not like, don't act like that question I don't know about. Shut up.
You know what kind of white woman she was when she was white? She wanted to touch black people's hair. Like that kind of cunt.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's
and why did she, if she really feels like she identifies as a black woman, why did she step down? Who pressured her?
Oh, they all did. I'm sure everyone in that.
Oh yeah.
I think the NAACP is.
But why wouldn't she say fuck that? I want to fight this because I really identify myself as a black woman.
She probably got no support. They probably said you're stepping down, idiot.
They hate her. I know they hate her.
I'm sure they
because they're embarrassed. Oh, every black person around the country is like this. What the fuck are y'all doing? So everybody in that Spokane NAACP
you need a white woman to do a black lady's job. That's what you guys are thinking, right?
Y'all don't know who's who.
See, the whole touching the hair, that's a great way. And that's where I've run into trouble. I didn't know that was offensive.
Oh, I want to touch black ladies' hair all the time.
But I've walked up.
You can, but you got to date them.
I've just touched people. I didn't know that was offensive. I've said, like, hey, look, your blood's as red as mine. I try to hug people. I figure that's the way to do it.
Okay.
There's nothing worse than a well-meaning white person. I hate well-meaning white people. I prefer a true cancer with blonde hair.
I want to touch the one that looks like chop meat. That's the one I want to touch.
Chop meat? What is it?
I feel
chop
like
meat hairdo.
What's the chopped meat hair? What are you talking about? Dreads?
What do you mean? Why are you asking me?
You mean like it's a naughty type of thing?
It looks like chopped meat.
Well,
Show me the chopped meat hair.
I want the first picture to be the perfect description.
Yeah.
I don't see chopped meat.
Well, look at that. He doesn't even know how to find it online. That's not chopped, right? Chopped meat.
Yeah, chopped meat and then put vagina after it, because that's what I prefer. Yes.
Chopped meat hair. Thank you. It'll come up.
Maybe chili meat.
There you go. There's sort of it.
What? The fuck is that?
But that's on a dude. I don't want to touch a dude's hair.
Oh, you mean like that kind of tech?
Why not? It's not gay to touch a guy's hair.
Yeah.
It's just to pat it.
Right, chopped meat, girl hair, or woman, or negress.
That was Greg Opie Hughes.
Are we allowed to say negress still? What am I allowed to say?
That's one you were never allowed to say.
Around me, you good, man. I got y'all niggas.
Yeah. That would have gotten you looked at in 1850. Somebody would have said, well, I don't think that's appropriate, sir. They have to live here. They're part of this family.
Oh, man, I don't want to be, I want to prove my point, but we can't find it in the Google images.
The chopped meat,
the chopped meat hair. I'm not the only one on this.
I've honestly never heard it. I would have to see it.
It just looks like chopped meat. I don't know what they call it.
Yeah, that's why we having problems pulling it up. Nobody's going in there like, give me the half a pound of chopped meat.
That's probably not the name of it, right?
You find that, Adrian. You find the chopped meat hair. You don't let.
Oh man, is that it? That what you talking about right there?
No, it gets way worse than that. Whatever.
It's just regular.
We'll find it. Rachel. So Rachel's parents. Let's listen to this for a couple seconds. Then we got Rachel's brother talking. Then we got Whoopi and Raven. Simone defend Rachel on The View.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's good. They don't defend comics, but they defend her. What happened to Whoopi? What happened to you?
She destroyed herself.
Oh my God! Ever since you and Miss Melody broke up, what happened to her?
If Rachel told the joke, she would turn her back on her.
Oh, yeah. She stinks, this Whoopi Goldberg.
She is the worst.
She
went down with the cause. Oh, her voice is awful. She's getting big.
Who did she look like again?
Look, KRS-One.
That was
why I just did a Miss Melody reference.
Yeah, sorry. But I don't know that. Sorry. You went deep with that. I apologize. You were the one to say it. You said KRS. You said KRS-One last week.
Thank you.
Fucking made me laugh all weekend. Yeah. That's Whoopi Goldberg. Look at that. It's dead on.
Oh, my God.
Yo, this Rachel chick really gets under my skin.
Do you really know?
The more she talks, the more she gets under my skin.
She's a hateable person.
I'm telling you.
Hateable.
You know KRS-One songs?
Some, yeah.
Man, I just don't know.
They were awesome.
What? He did
South
with
Bronx.
R.E.M.
I would have to say
South Bronx.
Yeah,
South Bronx.
Edutainment was my favorite, if you want the truth.
Just don't know his music.
I'm a philosopher. You don't know?
Oh, is that fucking awesome?
Don't know it.
My Philosophy was a great fucking...
Black Cop? Black Cop.
Let's play one going into break.
What's the album where he's? I haven't heard it in Boogie Down Productions so many years. What was the album where he's fucking on the front by any means or by all means necessary?
By all means necessary.
I think he changed the name of the quote.
Just don't know it.
Yeah,
he did some
hits.
He did some with R.E.M. though, right?
Oh yeah,
that's how I know him. That's how I know. Radio song he did with them. Yes, thank you.
We're gonna have to get some of that Rachel.
That's when
Dolezal.
I heard of KRS-One. When I was going through my R.E.M. years.
What song did he have with R.E.M.?
A song called Radio Song. He pops into, and that's when I heard of KRS-One.
He was a pretty hardcore black guy, KRS-One.
I just didn't know.
He was awesome.
Miss Melody was a big woman. He liked the
She
big
was a
girls.
large lady.
Still is. They divorced now, but yeah, she's a big one.
We could play KRS-One doing Radio Song with R.E.M. We could do...
Let's play a real KRS-One
All right.
song.
Let's figure out one before the break.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we can do whatever we want on this channel because, like I said a few minutes ago, this is complete nonsense.
It's all nonsense.
It finally hit me. You turn on these mics, it's nonsense.
It's not a real thing.
No, it's not.
There's a room full of black men.
We're not even in a category.
Yes, we are awful.
At least these news channels have an excuse. They're in the category of news.
Right, that's what he's saying.
I think we're in an entertainment category. What does that mean?
So you're not in the sports, you're not news.
We're not politics. We're just in this weird, just turn on the mic, say whatever the fuck you want category. And in the end, it means nothing.
It means nothing in the end. Opie's reflecting on his life. He's looking inward.
Yeah, I guess. Where were we? You want to do the Rachel? We probably should take a break.
I hate her. Can I just say that she's not a victim? Stop trying to act like you're a fucking victim. I should go move into a white parents' house.
Does the black community really hate her?
They hate her too, though.
Oh, I know black women hate her. They try to play it on TV like, no, she was helping. Bitch, I know y'all.
Because coming from the point of privilege, I think this is a goof story. It's hilarious to me.
To me, it's funny, too.
I don't give a fuck in the end. I think it's hilarious that this lady's been tricking everyone for so many years. And she does look ridiculous with these hairstyles.
But her saying that she's a victim and trying to come off like she's the one being attacked.
Me. That part bothers me, obviously. You can't turn yourself into a victim. You did this to yourself. And she is putting bronzing powder on to make herself look a little darker.
I think so, too. I think she is.
Or some kind of self-tanning.
Oh, no question. Tons of it.
Because when she was younger, she was as white as they come.
White as the driven snow.
She could have been that chick from the that cover with the nude broad with the little boobies, the underage girl. Phil Hartman. I'm putting it all together in my head. What was the album cover with the nudie chick? Was it America? Was it fuck? She's as white as that broad. God damn it! I haven't thought of this in years. Now I gotta find that too.
The album cover, Phil Hartman. What happened to Phil Hartman?
Phil Hartman used to do album covers back in the day.
What happened to Phil Hartman?
What?
It's not America though. It's
Oh, I know the album you mean. I'm not even gonna tell you now. I'm going to make you go crazy.
You really don't know, do you?
I do. Actually.
You know?
Yes, but I won't say it.
She's nude on the cover. She's an underage girl. She's topless. Mm-hmm. It's not Poco. It's not Steely Dan.
Nope.
Were these the ones that Phil Hartman worked on, though, back in the day?
Phil Hartman,
See,
the comedian?
I just taught you something.
Yeah, you taught me something.
Phil Hartman used to do cover art.
Really?
Yep. Do you really know Jimmy?
No, I'm a compulsive liar.
Oh, Christ. And I want to say the Allman Brothers, but I know that's not right. Oh, man, I'm going to go to my fucking Twitter. My Twitter people will help me. They will help me out today. This is what we're going to do. Sherrod Small is here. Sherrod, say something. Fucking promote something while I try to get the answer to this.
Hey, we got a new Race Wars this week. Big Kurt welcome a lot of people. Yamanique Saunders is going to be on the show. And X-Pac. Sean's coming on. The wrestler.
Good. Is he really?
Yes, he's a big fan of Race Wars.
So why don't we simulcast that shit or something?
That's what I'm saying.
We're going to figure some shit out.
Let's figure it out.
I was doing a lot of thinking over the weekend.
I think he said he's coming. He was trying to come in here like Thursday morning or something.
All right, but I don't want to blow up your spot if you guys got him.
Yeah, we got him Wednesday.
Then you're blowing up our spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Race Wars isn't released the day of.
Yeah, we do release it Thursday.
So we'll have them in the morning.
All right,
and
don't blow up our spot.
It'll be old hat by the time they're released.
All right. Can't find my way home. It just hit me.
That's the
Blind Faith.
Blind Faith.
Give me the Blind Faith album cover. This is what Rachel used to look like. This is how white she was.
I can't wait to see this album cover.
Can't find my way home. We should play that one now.
No, that's
don't put
good.
Phil Hartman. I bailed on the Phil Hartman part of this fucking thing. There you go. There's Rachel.
Oh, yeah. Wow,
she was as white as that.
Yes.
Yes, like Morgan Murphy.
Yes.
Yeah, it does look like Morgan Murphy.
Yes.
Man, that was okay for the time. That girl is underage with her boobies on the cover of Blind Faith. You could not do that today.
That's boobs out?
That's boobs out.
Is she holding a plane?
Yeah, she's holding
a big girl.
A plane. What's the story with this album cover? Now we need to know that.
Girl.
God, we got a lot to do.
I have a song picked for break. I have a good BDP song.
Do you really?
It's a real fucking BDP song.
All right.
What's the story with this album cover? Why is she like a topless underage girl?
Hey, wait a second.
Some would say pubescent girl holding in her hands a silver-winged object,
It ain't
which
illegal.
some perceived as phallic.
If they ain't doing nothing sexual.
They're saying she's holding a penis, basically, is what Blind Faith wanted you to think.
Yeah, they frown on that.
To symbolize the achievement of human creativity and its expression through technology, a spaceship was the material object. To carry this new spore into the universe, innocence would be the ideal bearer, a young girl, a girl as young as Shakespeare's Juliet.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they talking
Kiss
about?
the rocket ship. You hold it and you kiss it. Shake the rocket ship against your face.
The spaceship would be the fruit of the tree of knowledge, and the girl the fruit of the tree of life. What?
Yeah.
They just wanted a naked underage girl on their cover.
Open your mouth for some rocket juice. Drip some rocket juice in your mouth. The old spaceship flies into your little spaceship holder.
You could have done that for 4 hours yesterday. What was wrong with you, James?
Didn't come up.
If she were too old, it would be cheesecake. Too young, and it would be nothing. The beginning of the transition from girl to woman. That is what I was after.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You can't do this.
You can't do anything. You can't even talk like that right now.
That temporal point, that singular flare of radiant innocence. Where is that girl?
Yeah.
Roman Polanski type shit.
Sure.
Can't find my way home. You like that song?
Whose quote was that?
I don't know. They were trying to explain the fact that they were pervs.
Perverts.
They wanted to be pervy because you wanted people to talk.
How could you? What year was that? 70s?
I would guess early 70s. I would go.
Wow.
I'm going to go in 1971. Oh boy. I was pretty confident too. 1969.
Well, that's close.
The big 69.
Yeah.
We got to figure a lot of shit out. So we're going to do Rachel's parents after the break. We're going to do Rachel's brother after the break. More on Tilly, that fucking slob, the Shaw skank.
I can't believe she was fucking both of them, Tilly. Oh, Tilly.
No, she was only sucking the other guy off because his penis was too big. Don't you read the fucking
But what
papers?
are you, Bill Clinton? That's still sex, though, ain't it?
Yeah, but what happened was she knew that pussy would get busted out, and she couldn't have that at home.
Stretched out.
Yeah.
Two-car garage.
Because he would come, the husband probably noticed something was askew either way.
Something was smelling foul.
Yeah. Your mouth looks a little weird, Hunter. You all right? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. You been yawning a lot? Your jaw's kind of hanging off like a snake.
And we're learning the well-endowed guy has a sensitive side, and he's a real good artist.
Oh, is
Pick
he?
up the paper today. Did portraits of Obama, Hillary. Who else is there? Julia Roberts and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of drawings of better-looking women than Tilly.
Yeah.
Put it over her face.
Hello.
That's some talent, though.
Oh, looks like kids, get in here. We have a collect call from a big fat fucking liar. Yeah, I guess a big fat fucking liar wants to talk to everyone.
Oh, this dude is nice.
All right, here we go. The Blind Faith cover gets more interesting. Photographer Bob Seidman wrote that he approached a girl reported to be 14 years old on the London Tube about modeling for the cover and eventually met with her parents, but that she proved too old for the effect he wanted.
Yep.
So then he went with an 11-year-old.
What? This guy's the best.
Holy shit.
That was an 11-year-old girl that we was looking at?
Instead, the model he used was her younger sister.
Yeah.
Who was reported to be 11.
Come make a record cover.
She demanded a horse as a fee, but instead was paid 40 pounds.
Yeah. The crib represents space. And your pants coming off represents a bunch of rocket ships and things of that nature.
She wanted a horsey? That's how young she was? She wanted a horsey?
She probably saw the TV version of The Godfather when Jack Waltz would give the kid a pony. Remember that one? Yeah, they had to do that to make up for all the violence. So they'd show you that stuff. Couldn't show you Santino shot in the causeway. I remember that film. I like the little one dancing on Abe Vigoda's feet. Lucky devil.
Oh, my God. You could have done this for 4 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
You didn't think of it?
Nah.
No one was in your way.
Didn't occur to me. It's okay. No one gets in my way. I plow right ahead. I'm unstoppable.
But no one was in your way yesterday. You could have had a field day.
Nah, I stop. If I hit like a bumper car, I just go around. I always sneak in there. I'm like water. Like water seeping in. You know how many times I've had to put pills in the parents' drinks? Mr. Hoggus, we're sorry we woke up the next morning. What happened? I don't know. Did you hear crying upstairs? Yes, I did.
He likes what he likes.
Yeah.
He likes what he likes. That's all you have to say. Oh, my God. That shuts up you, too, huh?
That's the best description of Uncle Paul. Sherrod's very accepting. He likes what he likes.
You have a comment about everything, and that's all you got on that? He likes what he likes?
Wow. I got a family like that, man. He likes what he likes.
Now, this gets even better. So, the Blind Faith, I don't know how we got here. Oh, because Rachel, when she was a younger broad, looked like the Blind Faith cover.
Oh, yeah.
She was that white.
That white.
The image titled Blind Faith by Seidman became the inspiration for the name of the band itself. They didn't even have a name for the band when they were doing the cover art for this new band.
Yeah, it was originally blindfold, so she can't identify you.
Wow, so now they're looking at the 11-year-old naked, and then they say, let's call our band Blind Faith.
Yeah.
Man.
That wasn't the original name, though. It was like, originally there's like, I don't think Cum in My Pants would look good on the album cover. I'd love to bury my face in that. That's a bad name for a band, isn't it?
11 years old, money?
Yeah.
That's just...
Yeah. Should have done this 10 years ago. That doesn't look good on the album cover, does it? That's the name of a band. We'll go with Blind Faith.
She wasn't drawing self-portraits brown instead of peach. That was a complete
Who's
lie.
this underdeveloped fetus-looking guy?
That's the brother?
Yeah. He's terrible. He looks like a fuck. He literally looks stillborn.
Let me see the brother here.
That's her brother?
Like in high school is when she probably actually got interested in African-American studies.
He's the
worst.
worst.
She actually never
he looks
considered
blacker
herself
than his
black.
sister.
Yeah. She should have been born black or anything about the crayons and all. I mean, that was all recent.
Sure. Ezra, this is your sister.
Mm-hmm. So you said a crayon ship was
if you couldn't say anything to her today, chances are she might be listening. What do you
say? Say something to her.
Look, they're all looking down at. Is he a pinhead?
Honesty
There's
is
something
a
wrong
really
with
important characteristic, and that she should just be honest with everybody about everything, and also to not be so angry towards the family. I mean, she's got some really built up anger against the family for some really confusing reason.
She says when's the last time you talked to her?
Good point.
2012.
Yeah.
Do you love her?
He's good posture.
Yeah.
In 2012,
his tiny ears.
Yeah, he's a disaster.
They're low on his head.
He's slumped over and he's filled with shame as he should be.
Mainly it was because
why would you grow your hair in to cover up the tiny ears?
Oh, he's awful.
He like a thumb with eyes.
Yeah, he does.
When she was living there, and she was basically telling me not to tell anybody over there about her family or Montana or her real parents. Like she was even saying that her dad was over there in Coeur d'Alene with her,
and she would show a picture of an African-American man who was not her father.
Oh yeah. I never saw a picture until now. Like I didn't really know who it was he was talking about.
Just a person he befriended in Idaho, right?
Yes, it was one person she used to work with over
there. Steve.
And I was actually was kind of surprised about that because I didn't actually know exactly who it was until like this past week that she was
comedian George Wallace.
Sure. She said, and he's my dad. Any man can be a father. Not every man can be a dad.
Ah, good quote.
How hard is that to hear about your father?
Well, she changed from her original statement. Her original statement was was about saying that was actually her father. I mean, it's one thing to say someone's a father figure.
Everyone agrees. That brings the races together. Black and white agree. She's a cunt.
Yeah, there's multiple people that can be father figures.
It's what Dr. King would have said.
I don't know really know why she would say that.
Did you you were familiar with this when she went to
Howard
University?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's white. It's an historically black university. Mm-hmm. She sued the school for discrimination because they said,
"Oh, Steve, you're a day late and $1 short."
Because she was white, and eventually they.
Are we bored with this?
Yes.
All right, we're bored with
Steve
that.
Ducey's no good.
I don't like Steve Ducey. I like the other guy. The Kilmeade guy's all right.
Yeah, Brian Kilmeade is good.
The Kilmeade guy?
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, Kilmeade's good.
And the
I
woman
don't want to fuck up your Fox spot, so I apologize for even bringing that up.
I won't fuck it up. No.
You're untouchable over there.
Untouchable. I'm the future of that place. They got to deal with it.
They gave it to Shuley, though. That was your job.
That's a tiny thing, Opie.
That was your job, bro.
Opie, that's a tiny thing.
I was pushing for the Sherrod to get the red eye.
I appreciate it. So was the fans, but sometimes things happen.
All right, what are we promoting? Anything today? I know Jimmy's got a lot going on.
Jimmy!
Yeah. This, in 2 Fridays, I'll be in Pittsburgh with Michael Che and a few other comedians doing the DVE Morning Fest. I have gigs in Albuquerque. I have a whole bunch of stuff coming up. Go to my website, jimnorton.com, and, I'm sure my popularity is just growing as I speak.
Yes.
Wow, are things winding down?
You call it winding down? You should call it the Winding Down Tour.
Yep, I realized this morning I'm in the twilight of my career.
Why would you say that? Jimmy. Oh, Jim.
I'm sure everything's fine, right?
It's okay, yeah.
I hope it is, because if you're winding down out there, that means we're winding down in here.
Yeah, no, I'm all right.
All right, good.
A little edutainment is the song we should
Nice. Oh, is that what we're playing by KRS?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, turn me on to some KRS today. You're good, Sherrod, for now?
I'm good.
All right, we got Lewis Black coming in, our old friend. Judd Apatow a little later.
Lewis Black.
What else?
Black, huh? He's another one of these fucking fakers.
Black, that's right. He'll have something to say about
He's
this.
faking black?
He'll have something to say.
Yeah, he will.
When we get back, Whoopi and Raven defending Rachel. Wow.
I know what Lewis is going to say.
Raven Simone. Oh, sorry.
What is she insane? She's white. Your birth certificate says white. You're white.
The impersonation.
Thank you.
That is a great impersonation of
Well, you know what's going to happen is Jack Nicholson's going to come in first and go, Lewis, what do you think's the truth? They can't handle the truth. It's insane. Your parents are white.
Spot on. Spot on, Lewis Black.
I want to be green. Yeah, he would say something like that.
Yeah. Black, I can't be black. You're more that way.
I guess we could be green now. I'm going to guess that's what he says. He's going to pick other colors that you could be now.
He could be Smurf. Right?
I didn't know you could choose your color. I
want to be blue.
What's the blah, 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 blah?
I don't know, but he does do that.
So good.
Yeah.
You falling down a waterfall.
And I want to do a little Stanley Cup action.
Oh, yes, Blackhawks.
And I want to do the Smash Mouth story.
What happened to Smash Mouth?
Oh, God, it's great.
Well, she didn't listen, huh?
It's great. But first, we got some KRS-One. This is, wow, they spell entertainment a little wacky here.
It's edutainment.
They
educate
edutainment.
and they entertain you.
Yes.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
Little hip-hop in a break. What the fuck? Because, like I said, this doesn't mean shit. So why don't we just do whatever the fuck we want?
It means
finally.
everything to the community, Opie. We appreciate it.
All right.
I'm talking about Rachel.
Give it to him.
They got Shrek action, so they got Shrek money. Anyway, you got a concert going on. You got a fan that's like, fuck this, and throws bread. Did he get hit in the face?
What?
It's a little hard to see.
And then
you're just concentrating on him yelling rather than him getting hit.
And the lead singer, I never knew his name.
Yeah, I don't remember.
He got pissed off and just went off
on a tirade.
Yeah. So why don't we play this for the people here? This is wonderful.
Oh, this is great.
He's like, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it.
You throw one more piece of shit on fucking stage, I'm gonna come find your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass, whoever the fuck you are out there, okay? You wanna be a badass?
And that's gonna be easy considering there's 10 people at the show.
Come on stage. Come on stage, badass. Come on.
Oh, they're still
calling him out.
You bring your ass on stage, whoever's throwing shit at me, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you, okay? You're a pussy fuck bitch, okay? The show for thousands of people right now.
Relax. Hundreds.
And guess what? You're paying for it, motherfucker, okay?
And they're just trying to play all-star. You hear this?
Yeah.
Come on, somebody throw one more thing at me right now.
Oh, God, why aren't you throwing another thing at him? Okay. He's still pissed.
Yeah, he is. Oh, he going out there?
Oh, shit. They're trying to kick him out. Oh, that's a tight shot. There's not a lot of people there. You notice there's not a lot of people there, right?
No.
Okay.
Children. I see a kid right there in a little sweater.
Oh, he is pissed off.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Throw something at me. If you're mad, you throw something at me. If you're mad enough to throw something at me right now, I'm gonna walk out there.
The band just wants to play all-star.
Yeah, they're like, can we get out of here, please?
Pussy bitches.
Oh, they got the kids out of there.
He's still arguing with the security guy. He's pissed.
He is angry as hell. not
Pete
one.
is raging.
I don't see one Rachel Dolezal in the audience. It's all white crowd. There you go.
Song's awful.
But the lead singer's not singing.
No.
Yeah.
It's all the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you really got to just get in there and sing, you dummy.
Yeah, he's angry.
They don't care as much as he does. They're like, can you sing the fucking hit, please? Or just listen to a half hour of nonsense.
This song sucks.
They made a lot of money from this dumb single. A lot of money.
Wow.
You don't like it, Travis?
Travis. Terrible. They're playing exactly where they deserve to be playing.
Where was this?
This was the Taste of Fort Collins Food Festival in Colorado.
Oh.
That's a pretty big one.
Wow.
Yeah, so I guess fans are given loaves of bread as party favors, and that's where these slices of bread came
Yeah,
from.
lucky they weren't giving cannonballs.
But that would hurt, Jimmy.
Yes, it would.
That would hurt a lot.
It'd be so much easier to see who's throwing them, though.
Yeah. Throw it on his tootsies.
Yeah.
Is he trying to sing All Star?
Good cannonball drop.
I love how the crowd was like, whatever, dude. Get over it.
Yeah.
You know, we want to hear All Star. So they just start singing the song as he's still losing his shit. It's catchy. It's a catchy song.
I mean, but if you're going to just, yell and curse at people.
I wouldn't go to a Smash Mouth show just to hear the catchy song, though.
Well, if you could eat funnel cake right in front of the stage.
That's a good point.
At the state fair.
Piece of bread for free? What the heck?
They had a couple catchy songs, I believe.
Who's not signing up for that, though? A free loaf of bread and some good tunes?
That's
a good point.
Forrest. That's Captain Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, I mean.
No. Forrest, my fat wife.
Oh, it's a little different.
Forrest,
okay.
I brought my fat wife Susan to see Smash Mouth, and she ate all the bread, Forrest. She's getting fat. How come your wife didn't eat any bread, Forrest? I sneezed and she blew over. Why does your wife weigh 37 pounds, Forrest? She has what? I don't have any legs. Sometimes Susan puts me on her back and carries me like a papoose. That's right. And she makes me hold bread and feed her. She's got a big fat face like Cy.
Oh, God. Look, man, if they're handing out bread for free at a food festival, I think you got to take it. I think you got to realize that some of that bread's definitely going to, hit the stage.
You're going to throw it. And if definitely Smash Mouth was there.
Yeah, Smash Mouth.
I would have paid for bread to throw at them.
Mm-hmm.
But, leave them alone. They on a downward spiral. Let them go.
Are they from the 2000s or the 90s?
Oh, God, that's a great question. Early 2000s, I'm going to go with Jimmy.
All right.
I think it's been a good 10 years since they've had any action.
No,
I've heard their stuff.
They were 90s.
Are you going 90s, you son of a bitch? 1994 is when the band started.
But I've heard their stuff.
All right.
I hate the name Smash Mouth.
You don't like it?
When was All-Star, though? All-Star was 1999. I'm not that far off.
99, that's the big hit, so.
Walking on the Sun was a big song, right?
You ever hear I'm Walking on Sunshine? That song really picks me up.
That's a good song.
Yes, it is. I'm walking on sunshine.
They don't sing it like that.
I do.
Oh.
When my headphones are on.
Are you talking Katrina and the Waves?
Is that who sings that?
I believe so.
I don't know. I'm walking on sunshine.
I believe so.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I belted out just like that.
You got the tone for it.
Yeah. Let me.
The chops.
Let me see. Well, yeah, I think this was a hit too. Let me do this for the people.
All right.
They had a lot of songs in movies. I think they had that one song in 4 or 5 movies.
Which one?
That All-Star song.
Yeah, All-Star was a huge hit for them. Let's not. It
was even quoted in rap songs.
And
it's a lousy song.
I think this one was a hit too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wow, it's got a lot of dislikes.
Yeah.
Oh, because somebody fucked. They fucked.
Somebody fucked with it.
Yeah, they fucked with them.
That's like somebody
anyway,
paying.
I think Walking on the Sun was a big hit for Smash Mouth as well. So the guy lost his shit.
He's ready to smash him out,
and he got a little attention for the first time in I don't know. I would say 12 years. Easily 12 years. So good for him. They should throw bread more often.
Yes, go back to Colorado State Fair food festivals more and
Yeah, get your face in the news by having people throw food at you.
Get out there and affect shit.
He ought to hire people and just he ought to be out in the parking lot handing out bread himself.
Yeah, they covered I'm a Believer. Featured on both the Shrek along with All-Star movie soundtrack and the album Smash. All right, they put it on an album too. All right, why don't we do this? So we got Whoopi on The View.
I love Whoopi, but God.
I probably shouldn't be playing clips from The View, I understand. But Whoopi is kind of... I
love her.
You love the Whoop.
I love her, but she's saying some old woman shit now. She's
saying
turning
stupid
into...
shit.
Holy shit, she's like fucking Harriet Tubman now.
Yeah,
she's running her mouth.
She's a stick in the mud, Whoopi.
Well, she's defending the Rachel Dolezal. Is that how you say her name? Dolezal.
Yeah. Yes. I said Dolezal is the medication you take to go from a white person to a black person.
Damn, that's a good fucking tweet, bro. You tweet that shit?
Yeah, I tweeted that out.
Fuck, is that strong?
Yeah, it got some life out there in the Twitter zone.
Some strong tweeting by Sherrod.
Yeah.
She wants to be a black woman, fine, Whoopi says.
Dolezal. And they said to me, what do you want instead of Bush? Back in the old days for the election.
I like the head shake.
You see this Jeb Bush not using his last name?
What do you mean?
You didn't see that go down yesterday?
I saw that
Jeb Bush's whole campaign there, he's not going to use. He's trying not to use his last name because everyone's thinking, fuck, another Bush.
So he's just going to use Jeb.
So he's been using Jeb, trying to trick some of the voters. Like, look, I'm Jeb.
I don't blame him. First of all,
but they know his last name's Bush, so that's not going to help him.
We're
in the
so
end.
sick of that.
What
so
the fuck
sick
you
of
doing
that
over
family.
there? The Bush family?
Oh, and the Clintons, too. I'm tired of both of them. Both of them just go fuck yourselves. It's like, are we that pathetic?
Yeah.
That we have two families we can choose people from?
Yes.
What a bunch of shitheads we are.
First of all, we have two parties, and now we broke that down to two families.
Yeah.
Wow.
We really do. We like being ruled.
Yes.
Yeah, Jeb. You're right.
We want royalty.
Yeah.
There it is, Jeb 2016. They're purposely leaving off Bush because that bothers people when they see the
Nobody
name Bush.
wants more Bush or more Clinton.
And I like Jeb. Here's the thing. Why did we have to go to George W. to get the Jeb? He's the fucking smarter brother.
Well, that's what the father said.
They made us go through George. It's like, hey, you got to fuck my ugly sister before you get the cute one.
The father said that Jeb was supposed to be the guy.
Yes.
Why wasn't he the guy back in the day? What happened?
He didn't want to.
He
was
crashed a car
running
into a fucking pond or something that we don't know about.
He was running Florida. He had young children. He had a Mexican wife, Spanish wife. He didn't want to put them to it back then.
Oh. Because
they were younger.
Because JFK wasn't supposed to be the chosen one either.
Yeah.
The brother that died was the chosen one by Joe.
That would be JFK.
Joe chose the other one to be the chosen one, and then that guy dies, and then they go with JFK.
Yeah. JFK was
little
sickly.
Known fact.
He was too sickly back then as a
bad
kid.
back. Yeah, he was a mess.
Yeah, he looked a little sickly.
Yeah. Well, it didn't work out well for him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Or his brother.
Turns out he was allergic to bullets, too.
Yes, he was. He had a real allergy.
A real hankering.
Real sneeze attack in the old car. And Bobby had one, too, in the old kitchen. Same allergy. Boy, I tell you, those Kennedy brothers, they couldn't get any luck.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
Oh, I love it.
And what, the newscasters are making fun of Jeb by calling him Jeb !
Yeah.
Yeah, where are you, man? Hold on. Your mic's not
Go ahead,
that's why I
Adrian.
don't know where it is. Yeah, go ahead, Adrian.
Yeah, they're being playful with it. You want to see...
they're being playful?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys want to see a playful video?
A quick little montage.
You bet I do.
It's a montage. We're in for a good montage.
Take a look at Bush's campaign logo.
All right.
Just Jeb, right, with the exclamation point. It's just his first name with an exclamation point.
The Jeb logo has an exclamation point.
What's his last name? I look at the logo. I have no idea.
Jeb, exclamation point.
Hello, Gretchen. Much more on Jeb exclamation. Governor Jeb exclamation.
Oh, that's so
GOP
stupid.
field actually helps Jeb exclamation.
So much analysis on exclamation points today.
Good.
Oh, wow.
They're actually right to mention it, though, because that's such a fucking shit thing he's doing. I get he's just trying to, like, people don't want to have another Bush.
But I think it just shows he's a little out of touch that that's going to even work.
I think it will work. I think it will work.
It's goofable.
It's going to work.
He'll never get elected.
I don't know if he's going to get elected, but he's going to be for the long haul. He's going to be there to the end.
It's too much
He's
of a...
He's definitely going to be there to the end.
Jeb, the name Jeb. That's just fucking horrid. Jeb!
You know what it is? It's country as shit, and most of this country is country. Believe that.
Yeah.
Everybody has a Jeb in their family but us.
I don't know how he feels about certain issues.
You could get some of those red states with a name like Jeb.
Oh, yes. They raise so much money. Nobody raised more money than this son of a bitch. He's coming in.
I don't believe in red states or blue states. I believe in the United States.
There we go.
Just quoting a great man. Barack Obama became the president of the United States.
Jeb's real fight is going to be in Florida.
Yeah.
He's going to go up against Rubio.
Yeah, supposedly there's going to be some bad blood between those two. They used to be friends, too.
Yeah, they're friends. But
I know a little bit about politics.
They're going to go at each other.
A little bit. They were pretty close, and now, who's pissed at who? I think Jeb's like, what the fuck, Rubio? This was my fucking move.
Well, I think Rubio is kind of pissed at him, too, because I don't think he thought Jeb was going to jump into the race because he wasn't sure about it at first.
Yeah, there was a whole thing.
But now... Rubio,
it's all
Jeb's
nonsense in the end.
He's speaking Spanish at his press conference and all that. That shot's fired at Rubio.
It's all the name, though. Glenn Schlurps has no shot, they said.
Why?
His name is too hard to say.
When is he going to announce?
He's not going to.
Well, that's stupid.
They thought he would have gotten a lot of votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you telling?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go to Whoopi then. We got the whoopster. On the View with one of the Cosby kids, right?
Raven Simone, who don't identify as black herself, by the way.
What?
Yeah, that was a big story a couple months ago.
What are you talking about?
Raven Simone says she don't identify as a black woman.
And what does she identify as?
Who knows?
An alien? With that fucking hair?
She's not going to like the name other people give her.
You better identify yourself before we do it for you. Right. Oh, man. Let's see this clip.
The mess.
Oh, and Rosie Perez.
I still like Rosie Perez. Bubbles flew out of my hair. I couldn't hold Bubbles. And Bubbles, I was holding Bubbles in the plane crash, and Bubbles flew out of my...
What is that from?
Fearless, when she was in a plane crash with Jeff Bridges. They survive a plane crash. And her whole thing is Benicio del Toro's her husband, and she had a little baby called Bubbles. Can you find one moment of her going, Bubbles? I couldn't hold it, and Bubbles flew. I couldn't hold Bubbles. Because they were crashing. You told me it was going to be okay. They were crashing, and the stewardess is just like, hold the baby. Hold Bubbles, because she didn't have a seat for it.
Right. This is the scene right here.
Oh, I don't know.
I think this is the scene right here.
Oh, this is in the car when he's trying to prove it, and then Jeff Bridges is like, hold your baby! And she's holding a fucking a toolbox.
All right.
What?
To prove you can't actually hold the kid.
He's trying to relieve her of her guilt, because this is how things happen.
What?
Oh.
Bubbles.
I let go, Bubble. I had him in my lap. I looked out the road and I thought we were gonna be safe, and the wheels bumped in. I opened my arms. I was safe in my bone, but he wasn't.
Oh, I see. So it was your fault?
The Bubbles, I jumped Bubbles.
I wasn't holding him.
It was your baby.
Yes, and the lawyer.
Brillstein?
I didn't tell him the truth. Manny wants
I
the money.
understand, so you're also a liar, huh?
Yes! Yes, I lied to Father Canty. I lied in the confessional. I lied to the whole church.
She's speaking Spanish now, right?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I lied about the Bubbles.
Carly, it's not your fault.
Jesus Christ. Good God Almighty.
I would say, yeah, good point, baby killer, and then guide her mouth out of my dick.
As you should.
Carly, I didn't mean you killed the baby. I didn't mean that.
Amen.
What? No, she's like a cartoon with the camera.
There's no way you could have held on to your baby. We were going hundreds of miles an hour.
Is this a remix?
All right, this is ridiculous.
I know, someone's getting sad. I think the whole crew's getting sad, not me.
No, the acting is ridiculous.
Jeff Bridges had put that fucking thing in her hand and watch it go through the window. That was kind of fun. Fast forward till that bitch is holding a toolbox. Bubbles, this is my baby Bubbles. It's a toolbox, dummy.
Oh my God, he's just...
He hands her a red toolbox.
He means well, but he's putting her through hell.
Yeah.
This is your baby.
That's a toolbox. It's not.
No. I want you to hold it upright like this. I know it doesn't look like a baby. It looks like a toolbox.
It is a toolbox, you fucking cook. Let go of the toolbox.
Pretend it's Bubble. Okay? Now this is your chance. Hold on tight.
Now stick your tit in its mouth. Let that toolbox nurse on your tit while I jerk off in the front seat.
Is that the start of Streets Have No Name?
Yeah. I'll tell you that toolbox has a name. It's Bubbles.
Well, you two in the background. Nice.
Oh, is that you too?
Yes.
Oh, he's buckling up. This is a big commercial for Saab, by the way. Yeah. And she's in the back seat. And he's zooming towards a wall.
Where the streets have no name.
Yeah.
Hold on to Bubble.
Hold on to Bubbles.
Tight as you can.
Yes. I guess they're trying to prove that you can't hold on to Bubbles. It's just speeding towards a wall with a crying fucking Rosie Perez holding a toolbox.
All right, she's holding on to Bubbles.
But she's caressing it. It's a toolbox, you dummy.
Right.
Hold on to your baby.
This thing fell out of my pussy. It hurt. Right towards the wall.
Yep.
Pray for us now and at the hour of our death.
Oh, boy, why not like that line? Ah, boy.
And the toolbox goes through the front windshield.
Oh, look, you killed Bubbles twice.
That was a lot to go through.
No airbags, and they're okay? Crashing into a wall at 50 miles an hour?
She was in the back seat.
And he was in is that the Volvo? The old Volvo?
Maybe.
Why would she allow him to do this experiment?
She didn't know what he was doing.
She Puerto Rican, he white. She didn't have a choice.
Nah, he don't look good.
I did like the movie, though. I've been babbling about Fearless for years. The plane crash scene is very good.
Yeah, you definitely like this movie, Jim Norton.
Yeah, even though that part I didn't like. Bubbles! Her talking about that fucking dumb kid.
So the fact of the matter is that you cannot hold on to objects because something in your brain tells you to survive, so you always let go.
Oh, like try to...
Yes.
Brace yourself?
Yes.
No, I don't know. I would have held Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Then again, if I knew there was a big payday coming, I'd have thrown Bubbles up in the air and said, fuck it, just come inside of me again. We'll have another one. We'll have another Bubbles in a big house.
What happens there? So then he ends up being okay, and then he explains to her, look, this is exactly what happens every time.
Well, the problem was he was
20 years.
He was a fearful flyer.
Right.
And when the plane went down, he moves up to the front of the plane to comfort a little kid who's alone, and he survives. And his friend who wasn't afraid of flying dies. So he loses his mind because he's lived through this fear. Mm-hmm. It's such a mortal terror that he just loses it and he thinks that he can't die.
Well, what happens after that scene is what I mean.
Oh, she eats his ass in the hospital. It's a very weird scene, and the toolbox is there, and they're like, we're not treating this thing. It's a toolbox. But it's Bubbles!
Oh, okay. I didn't know
and
that's
like,
what happened.
I think they say, get a hold of yourself, you crazy whore.
Oh, that makes sense.
Get in the hospital. Eat Max's ass. Max is lying. Max walks into a hospital and says, they found Bubbles. He's okay. And she goes, where is he? And he goes, well, you got to pop this in your mouth first. A lot of critics frowned on that scene. Because he's lying. They said it made him less likable.
Okay, but a few Rotten Tomatoes did it.
Yeah.
Let's go to Whoopi. Let's go to the Whoopster.
Look at youth.
All right, so wow, now Rosie Perez looks old. What happened?
I don't know. She doesn't look that bad considering that was 24 years ago.
Wow, I was
22.
still smashed though. She got some big ass titals.
Yeah, I kissed her.
Smash mouth that.
Oh yeah, I smash mouth that.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Whoopi defends Rachel.
First outed by her white parents and then by her black adopted brothers, and they spoke out too, claiming she asked them not to blow her cover.
By the way, can you pause this? When did Whoopi start sounding like Adolf Caesar? Wookie! CJ, you're embarrassing, CJ.
I just see KRS-One now.
But she sounds like Adolf Caesar.
Love him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So good.
Geechee.
Cover. And folks are kind of trying to figure out what this is all about. Why?
I don't understand because the NAACP welcomes all.
Shut up, bitch! We don't want liars.
Yeah.
Promote.
Welcome all, but
everybody is so stupid.
And also, I understand that she was lying about it, but what I'm saying, there was no need for her to lie to work on behalf of the NAACP.
There you go. Okay.
But I think
But she would have got the top spot.
She wanted the top spot.
There's no way she would have got the top spot if they knew she was white, right?
Well, the example
she wouldn't be the president.
You should have told Rosie that, like, here's the example you should have given her. Like, just pretend that her dignity is a toolbox and she's holding it, but then she puts in that fucking silly cornrow hairdo and hits it, and she couldn't hold her dignity. It went up against the wall. Remember when you was trying to hold bubbles? I can't hold bubbles. I had my full dress. Oh my God, is that terrible?
It is terrible.
I do love the movie, and I shouldn't.
The scene was awful.
Yeah,
the acting was just...
Yeah, and Adolf Caesar fucking... But I don't know why they're doing it. She sounds like Keith Robinson now. Fuck that bitch. She sounds like ornery Keith.
We had the Jeff Bridges in here.
What?
Yeah, he was promoting some photography book, remember?
That's right, I guess he was.
From that movie that didn't do well.
The movie, yes, that's right, called about that where
sheriffs or something.
Yeah, about being dead or
something.
MPD or something.
Oh, yeah, that movie. With,
Rest in Peace, R.I.P.D., I believe. Or
and he did a photo book about a movie that no one wanted to watch.
Oh,
it looks like he should have taken a photograph of the box office receipts. Maybe he should have done a book on the old box office.
He was cool as fuck, but we just didn't give a care about his photos.
Why would you? He did a great movie called The Vanishing, an American remake of a French movie, and he played Barney, and he was really creep. I'm Barney. He plays a great fucking creep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm the man you've been looking for. Kiefer Sutherland. When Sandra Bullock was an unknown. She's in that. She's in the beginning of it. She vanished. She's the girl who vanishes.
Oh, really?
1993.
She's the girl.
Shit.
I don't remember the name of the girl.
93?
What was the girl's name? Who did she play in that? Diane
Shaver.
Diane Shaver goes missing.
Yeah, Kiefer's in that. And,
Kiefer's the boyfriend. Wow. They go to a rest area, and all of a sudden Diane just disappears. She goes in to get a drink or go to the bathroom, and he's in the parking lot, and he never sees her again.
Right. I remember that movie. But I didn't know that was Sandra Bullock.
Obsessed with what happens to her.
Right.
What happens to you, Diane? Where are you? It's really.
And then somebody else kidnapped him to let him reenact how she died.
I'm Barney. I'll tell you, you'll feel everything she felt.
Yes.
You know, you'll deal with it, but you have to drink this coffee.
Yes. That was a weird movie.
Yes, it was. Different than the French version, too.
Yeah, that was Sandra Bullock?
It certainly was.
Wow.
I believe it was. You might want to find old Sandy Bullock, because for a long time I said that was my favorite thing she ever did. Went missing in the old coffin.
What about that space movie she did? That was terrific.
Oh, this is before that. I love that.
Didn't he bury her alive? He buried her alive.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
And you have to experience what she experienced, and then he realized, because there's a moment where they get pulled over by a cop, and Kiefer doesn't rat him out because he wants to know what happened to Diane, and he doesn't have the seatbelt on, and the cop goes, put your belt on. He goes, no, I'm claustrophobic. I've got a doctor's note. And he goes, put on the seatbelt. And then you realize claustrophobia is his greatest fear. So that's his greatest fear, is to be in a coffin. And in the French version, it's a little less uplifting at the end.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They went
in the
for
American
the bad
version,
ending.
The new girlfriend realizes, oh my God, he's missing, and she picks up the clues, and he wakes up in the coffin.
Right.
And she comes and she rescues him.
Right.
In the French version, it's just the old fucking creep sitting on the porch, and they pan away from the covered dirt. And you're like, there's no one showing up to help him. There's no headlights on this road.
Oh, man.
Time's a-ticking and no headlights coming up the old road.
Oh. Stupid Hollywood has to fuck these great movies up.
Yes.
Dude, I like the American version better. I like
you do like it?
Only because I want to get out of the old cofferoon.
Yeah.
You want to be able to sleep at night after you see a film like that.
Sorry, I just blew it for a bunch of people. But if you ain't seen this movie in 1988 or 1993, get with the program.
I think you've had enough time to see the movie by
Get
now.
with it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even have thought of the movie if you weren't listening to this show today.
Yeah,
So.
come on in for the big win. What's that, some kind of sick joke?
That's a great pan away. You just see the dirt over the. Oh,
yeah.
brutal.
Yeah, boy, that is some well padded dirt. And then you realize his poor girlfriend got hit with a fucking chloroform.
Right.
And
That was
So
that.
she woke up under there already, right?
they never show you that, but then you realize that she was buried alive.
Yeah.
By this creep. And for 20 years, he looked for a girl, or for a year or two, whatever it was. 2 years. He looked for a girl, 3 years, and she has been dead since 2 hours after that.
Oh. Wow. Fucking A.
Let's do the Whoopi.
Let's see Whoopi.
I want to hear what Whoopi says.
Rachel.
Two is that she has different races inside of her, mingling and melding. Everybody's from Africa. Pretty much.
Stupid.
I know I talked about this later. People got mad at me because I couldn't remember continent and state or whatever. But thank you, country. I don't remember it now. But everybody has some type of African blood inside of them. And what makes a black person? Just your skin?
Yes. Look at pictures of her because she actually her first marriage was to an African American guy. She is whiter and blonder than Nicole. She is so white in those pictures, and it's like I know what you're saying. I mean, I don't know. I did a DNA test. I didn't have any blood coming back from Africa, which bothered me because I like to also feel connected to my black friends. And I mean, also, if I would have known that I could go black, I mean, think of how thin I would look black, Nicole. That's an immediate 15 pounds off right
Michelle
there.
Collins, stop it.
I mean, can I just say, though, the reaction from African-American commentators has been harsh. I mean, are you mad at...
Listen, I'm not mad at anybody. Look, just like people say, I feel like I'm a man, I feel like I'm a woman, I feel like I'm this, she feels like a black woman. She wants to be a black woman, fine.
Oh, Christ.
Everything that comes with that,
You're smarter than this, Whoopi.
Stop.
Okay?
I feel like I should be in first class.
Then she says anything that comes with that she should be prepared for.
Right.
So let's see if she's actually throwing her under the bus or not.
Why can't people point out the fact that there might be some mental illness to this as well?
Because people always try to stay away from mental illness. Mental illness in this country, people try to duck away from it and pretend it ain't happening, even when it's happening right in front of us.
Do you think there's some mental illness involved here?
Of course it is.
Of course.
Of course it is.
What the hell? Back in my day, you put him on a funny farm. I got to go to work. You take her to the funny farm. I got to go down to job site, earn a few dollars. What do I know? She's black, she's white, she's a man, she's a woman. I'm just Joe, and I'm going to work. Put your hard hat on. That's all I know. What do I know? Oh, you're a black woman, you're a white woman, whatever.
I think
it's all crazy.
I think some shit happened in that house of hers.
I think so too. Think about a funny farm.
Fucking kicked in, and now she's like, "Well, I got to change everything to wash myself clean of those horrors when I was a younger lady."
And plus,
that's
now,
my thought on this.
Her brother, Rachel's brother, he's getting he's like going up against some type of molesting charge in Colorado.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know.
And she's helping the victim. Rachel's helping the victim.
Her white brother or black brother?
One of those brothers. I can't keep up with these people.
Wait, how many brothers are there?
Ain't that the story? The brother we just saw on Fox.
The Pinhead brother.
Pinhead brother.
Who almost looks like a pinhead.
Charges.
Okay.
And apparently she's helping the victim.
Oh, wow.
This family is a mess.
Yeah. Now the family, is this her natural brother? Is this like you said, the Pinhead, or is this another of the black adopted brother?
I think it was the Pinhead one.
The Pinhead brother with the tiny ears.
That was him?
No, it's her older brother who's been accused. It's her biological older brother.
Of course. So maybe that's why she identified with black people, because she felt safe and comfortable with them when they were adopted, and they weren't. If the brother is guilty, it couldn't have been the Pinhead. He didn't molest me. He just burrowed into my vagina like a mealworm. He burrowed into my twat while I was asleep, like a mealworm into an apple. I woke up and his little feet were kicking outside of my box.
I woke up with Lyme disease.
I pulled up. I tried pulling him out, and his stupid little ears locked in. Yes.
How many brothers does she have? Let's start there.
I don't know, but I know she thinks black people is a brother from another mother.
Same mother. She thinks it's the same damn mother.
Go back to the whoopster. The Whoopi. What does she say here to finish this up?
Well, she wants to be a black woman, fine. Everything that comes with that, she is prepared for. Okay? Okay? Because you don't see a lot of people,
My husband says that about being Jewish. He's Jewish, and he's like,
it's not about you, bitch. Whoopi's talking.
But being Jew is very easy. Like, you can...
Does anyone else just hear, like, hens? A whole bunch of hens just yapping? Yeah.
Well, Whoopi was kind of funny there. That she was like, "Just be prepared to come with everything that comes with it."
Sure.
It's like, just address the mental illness and let's go from there.
Yeah.
There's got to be some of that in there. Come on.
Of course it is.
She had some it'll come out. Now that everyone's on this story and they want to keep the story going, they're going to start looking into the parents and what kind of upbringing they had and where the problems were. You watch in the coming days.
We're going
to find out some weird shit about this family.
She's a weird woman.
Yeah.
I found a weird picture of her too on Instagram that I shared. She went hard, man. I don't know if it's gonna come up in here, but you gotta see this picture, Opie. You're gonna fucking bug out.
Yeah, let's see.
She was in full African garb.
Yeah, I know. That's what's made me laugh, about this whole thing is the wacky...
you know this extent?
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
Do you know... there we go. It's on the screen.
That's a negress. That's a negress. She's a fool. She looks like a fool.
She
an
looks
idiot.
like a fool.
Go to Sherrod Small on Twitter. She looks like a fool.
I'm telling you.
What is she dressed at? What is that supposed to be?
Who knows?
She's got like rope for hair, right?
Rope for hair, yes.
Going all the way down to her knees.
Yes.
And then she's got all sorts of African stuff on her.
She really thinks she's some type of queen.
That's the only way I can explain it. And then she's painted up like a African tribe member.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, she looks like a fool.
Like an idiot.
You're a fool.
Like an overreaching, trying fool idiot.
Yeah, she really is trying way too hard.
And how, I swear to you, I haven't seen Black the whole time.
How do you think we feel? She's one of ours.
No, the whole time, like, how are you tricking everybody? I feel like I've been looking at a white woman the whole time.
Next to these black dudes right here, look how white she looks.
Why aren't those black dudes going, what the fuck's up with this bitch? She ain't black.
Because she look thick to the motherfucker. Look at them thighs, baby. Them thighs are still getting nigga attention.
She's got some thick thighs.
Yeah, she does.
All right.
It's disturbing.
There's the whoop. We got another clip on this?
Yeah, just a minute if you want to go to it.
What is it?
Arguing with Rosie.
Rosie Perez argues with Whoop? Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
Oh, no. What does Rosie argue about? Boy. Her perfect parted hair and how it's a wig?
She says that.
Is it a wig, you think?
I don't know. It just looks like a wig.
Rachel's
awful.
Huh?
She says that Rachel can't represent black people.
Why?
Rosie.
She's right.
Because of mental illness? Does she say that?
No, because she doesn't know the experience.
Why can't you talk about mental illness on TV?
She can't represent black or white people because of her mental illness. They need to get a grip of that shit first.
She's as nutty as a fruitcake, that's what I say. You lock her up in the old chicken coop, throw away the key. What the hell do I know? Just I punch in, I punch out. I'm going to have my lunch at noon like I do every day.
Every day, without fail. What do you have for lunch? Same thing every day?
Yeah, bologna on wheat.
I was thinking ham and Swiss.
I want a ham and Swiss. The wife says, no, you got to go with the wheat bread. You're putting on weight, Joe. I said, what am I going to do, argue?
Let's go to this.
I think that another part that people had a problem with her bypassing and is also that she was speaking to a lot of young black youth and telling them, I know how you feel. I've been through blah, blah, blah. She doesn't know. You can't know. She can want to be part of the culture. She can want to claim that she's
as
black.
As far as I'm concerned, if she wants to be black, she can be black.
That's fine, but you still do not fully understand what it means to be colored in this country.
Well, she does, and she's been. I'm sorry, but she's been passing as this woman for over 5 years. If this bitch don't know by now what it's like, she's never going to know. She's never going to know. But wait.
On the cover Vanity Fair too, because I think if we're going to celebrate feeling like trans, you should celebrate.
Now, that was just me saying maybe that's what she was thinking. I don't know why she did it, but I'm thinking maybe she felt like that.
A lot of people say, is it
trans?
Yeah, them putting Caitlyn Jenner has nothing to do with the story.
Of course, zero. But it's trying to make everybody struggle the same struggles. Like, stop.
So we could pick another race, though, right?
What do you mean?
I'm fucking jealous.
Yeah, you can go for it.
The best race. Fucking What's jealous now that you could fucking pick another race.
What would you go to if you could?
Oh Christ! I might, for the hog factor, I might have to go black.
Now, for how long though? A week? Can you survive a week as a black man? Oh, I don't think so.
Just walked by the studio. You missed them.
Those black schizophrenic. Now, people at home would think that's you being black for the week.
I know.
That noise.
I just happened to see Anger from In and Out walk by the studio.
Who is she black? I'm black. Lewis. It's supposed to be black.
So I can be green. I know that's the angle he's going to take. Let's set him up.
Polka dot.
Let's set him up. He's going to say we can be any color we want now. You watch. Lewis Black will be in a few minutes. He has arrived. He went to do another show first. Where were we at?
Talking about
so I think this is leading to people who are going to be able to pick another race.
I mean, like a fallback race. Something to fall back on?
I agree with the point. You could like appreciate another culture, but you can't say you're that race.
Yeah, you can help.
Right.
I don't think you could say that.
You can be helpful. You know what it is? We're so used to not being able to tell people just to shut up anymore. You're not. No one said everything's so permissible. We don't know how to like. Oh no. You know, if she says,
"Yeah, I'm a pigeon," maybe they have pigeon.
No,
maybe they are.
You know what used to help a lot in the old days when you could turn to someone and go, "You're crazy."
Yeah.
You cannot say that now. You have to accept whatever they're saying as a real thing.
I don't.
That shut down so much stuff in the past. You're nuts. You're crazy.
I'm gonna call a dumb bitch a dumb bitch. That's my American right. Green. She's dumb, and she's like on TV, like thinks she can just. She fucking sickens.
What happens to this lady now?
I mean,
what happens? I hear she's a smart woman.
I'm sure she's going to get jumped at some point, and I'm waiting.
What happens to her? Does she throw those fucking weaves in the dumpster and starts over?
She's going to try to go across the country and speak and be like, "This was my experience." She's probably going to write a book about it.
Right.
She's going to be on. Somebody going to play her.
So she's got to play it to the end with looking black.
Her life made it possible to put blackface back on television.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a movie about it, and somebody's going to be black-faced.
Yeah, but you got to take the negatives, too. I mean, you know, you can't
At least somebody's working.
Yeah, I mean, at least she's, helping out.
It's about time they brought blackface back.
Well, maybe they can have a black actress
so well back
do
in the
whiteface when they do her. It works so well.
I would have no problem with that. Do the whiteface if you want to. Go right ahead.
She's everywhere, though. I tell you that. This bitch is everywhere.
She's too hateable to do anything, really.
Those kids are going to reap it. I tell you that. Those kids.
So she'll make her money by getting the book out there.
It ain't going to be worth it.
How embarrassing is her fucking kids? Her poor kids. How embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
There's
what embarrassing.
You got to be around other kids.
There's a story there, though, man. We don't know the half of this one. Wait till the family shit comes out. You know it's coming.
I guarantee a suicide out of this story somewhere.
No.
I'm just putting it out there, Ope. I ain't going to say I'm going to make it happen, but I smell it.
Oh.
I smell it.
Speaking of suicides, I was thinking about you this morning.
Okay, that's nice.
Some motherfucker jumped off the GWB and landed on the rocks where you fucking take your break from the bike ride.
He landed on the rocks?
On the rocks. 12th of the year, by the way. It's in the paper today.
And
George Washington Bridge,
everybody
man.
jumps.
There's a guardrail there that is nothing. It's barely as high as your waist. And there's not a lot of poles in between, man. And people are using that spot to kill themselves. And this guy or girl, I don't know, landed on the rocks right next to the lighthouse.
Right next to the lighthouse?
Yeah, the little red lighthouse. I thought about you this morning. Can you imagine seeing that shit as you take a break from your bike ride?
I would fucking lose it. I would lose it.
I'd laugh.
He screams it out. It's all mad. Let me find the story now. But I was thinking about you because I know you bike that same shit.
Already 12? It's going to be 24 people jumping over there this year.
I believe that's the 12th. I'll try to find it really fast.
That's
find this really fast.
Let's go. We're still killing Al-Qaeda leaders.
No,
I think ISIS.
I think there was an ISIS angle to that guy, too.
I hope so.
I believe there was an ISIS angle to that guy.
Al-Qaeda leader. They're so old school.
So
he was the number.
Yesterday's news.
He was the number 2 for Al-Qaeda.
Wow.
I thought he had a little ISIS action, too.
Died in a drone strike. Whatever happened to al-Zawahiri? Boy, that guy's a good hider. He must have been really good at hide and seek when he was young.
Think he's still alive?
Yes.
He might be with those fucking prisoners from upstate.
Yeah, maybe they're all sitting around commiserating.
With Biggie and Tupac.
Here you go. Man jumped to his death from the GWB early Monday, landing on the rocks on the Manhattan side. That's the spot.
That's the spot. Oh, my God. That's crazy.
Wasn't immediately released. He's the 12th person to jump.
And that's bizarre.
If authorities determine that a 33-year-old woman whose body was found beneath the bridge about 5 on Saturday was a suicide, her death would bring the total to 13.
What the fuck?
There were 17 last year.
It's gonna be at least 25 this year, 25 to 30 this year.
And there you go, the Port Authority. This is, you know what? And this is our money. They're gonna spend $35 to $50 million to install a suicide prevention fence.
Why?
For what?
They're just going to jump from another bridge.
That's dumb as
Why? What is or a building? Better off the fucking bridge, you dummies. This way they don't land on people.
And it's a great view from up there.
And right the cliffs next to the bridge, you can jump over that shit too.
Exactly. You could just go to Jersey, go a little north of there, and there's all sorts of cliffs you could jump off.
Or they'll go to the Tappan Zee, or they'll go to another bridge. All you're doing is wasting my money and making somebody jump in public. Let them do it on the rocks.
Yeah, that's like that same person will kill themselves. They'll probably go to the top of one of these buildings in Manhattan and kill someone on the bottom.
Yeah.
When they hit the ground.
Oh, that motherfucker hit the rocks.
Yep.
You know where the rocks are.
Yes. Oh, that's bad.
You know the rocks.
That's right. He's pointing at his head as he said, I fucked that up. Pointing at his head as he says that, I just couldn't get it out. Pointing at his head as he says, pointing at his head as he says, I just could, too many small words. Pointing at his head as he says it.
That is a tongue twister.
It really is. He's pointing at his head as he says it.
Pointing at his head as he says it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
That's brutal, though.
Yeah.
Now I got to go over there and see the rocks. I want to see if there's blood and shit on the rocks.
My brother's reminded me of Tropic Thunder with Robert Downey Jr. doing the black thing.
Yeah, and it was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember he got a lot of shit for that, though?
He also got a lot of
funny.
A lot of praise, too.
Huh?
A lot of praise, too.
That was a good part for him.
He was great.
He was hilarious in
and
that.
they made jokes of it. Nobody, who was in it? What's the little black dude who was in it with him?
Brandon. We just got pitched him. He's funny, man. Brandon. Oh my God, no.
It's Collins.
What's that?
Collins?
I think.
No, that's not his name.
No.
Brandon. Brandon. Damn, I'm losing my mind.
Brandon Jackson.
Brandon Jackson.
Yeah, Brandon T. Jackson.
Brandon T. Jackson.
That's a little different than what you said now, isn't it?
Brandon T. Jackson. But yeah, he was giving them shit in the movie and smacking them, and it was. So they had everybody wasn't playing along like, hey, I can't say nothing about this because this is regular.
It was a really funny role.
He's on Deadbeat.
Yeah?
Brandon, yeah.
Okay.
He's a good actor.
Then what's his name got in trouble for being retarded in that movie, too?
Ben Stiller?
Oh, Ben Stiller for
they were really mad. They were really mad at him going full tard.
Yeah. They were more mad about the tard than the black thing.
Yeah, you went full retard.
Yeah.
Because black people didn't really see that movie, but retards crowded the theaters.
Well, we take a break because Lois Black's going to be in here in a few minutes. I know that. I know that's happening. And then Judd Apatow a little later today with his new book. Looks like a good read. Sick in the Head. Judd Apatow. Conversations about life and comedy.
He started this when he was like 14, 15 with
17,
interviews.
I think. 16, 17. Yeah, this guy has he's been around just about every comic you know and love.
Yeah,
From a very early age, too. Started in high school. He would just like cold call these guys and say, hey, I want to interview you.
Yeah, for his high school radio station.
And they said yes. Like guys like Jay Leno said yes. Seinfeld said yes.
He pretended it was a regular radio station, though. Then they would show up and they'd be like, you're a fucking kid.
That's great. It's smart on his part. It is smart. And then he did some time at what club? He did, didn't he do the one in Brooklyn, Jimmy? Where did Apatow hang? No, on Long Island. Eddie Murphy's club.
Well, the East Side, yeah.
East Side Comedy Club, right?
Oh.
Spent some time there.
Look at the Apollo.
Like washing dishes or fucking, I don't know.
Look at Dum Dum.
Where?
Nick DiPaolo there on page.
There's Nick and Ray and Andy Kindler. Wait, that's dressed. Oh, that's the Young Comedian special.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Oh, Judd was on that one.
Janine's there.
Garofalo. David Spade hosted it. I didn't know.
Bill Bellamy.
That's right. I didn't know Judd was in that.
Wow.
I remember that special. I remember me and my buddy watching Nick when I was younger. I mean, I was doing comedy by that point, but we started. I was like, this guy's fucking hilarious.
Hilarious with his dumb cop face.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick is hilarious.
Apollo.
Yeah. All right. Sherrod Small, where are you going to be?
Oh, we got that Race Wars. Let's check out Race Wars this week.
Yeah, with X-Pac.
X-Pac coming on. We got Yamanika Saunders.
We might let you have that big get.
What's the get?
X-Pac.
Thank you. Yes.
That video did really well.
Yeah,
with China.
It went everywhere. It was all over the wrestling rags.
Yeah, the wrestling people really ate that one up.
I tell you. Did you know he got his asshole split open on a?
I did. Turnbuckle, right?
Yeah, Turnbuckle ripped his asshole open.
Oh, I thought you meant me in contract negotiations.
Doesn't that mean that area was loosened up a little bit before? If you're fucking ripping your asshole like that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Come on. How do you?
No, it probably means you haven't because any pressure rips it open.
How do you rip open your asshole?
Who got his asshole ripped open?
This is not the tape of it, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God, it's a tape?
Yeah, he can't fake it. Yeah, he did a Bronco buster and fucked up his asshole. Watch, he grabs his ass immediately like, fuck.
Is that blood dripping? What's that blood dripping off the fucking...
And then you still got to wrestle.
Where? No, that was part of the turnbuckle.
Oh, my God. I thought that was fucking dripping blood.
Yeah.
How do you fix a torn asshole? Oh, and then you got to get hit by a car. Hit by a chair. I'm still thinking of Bubbles.
So wait, he's... that's extra ripping.
Now there's...
Oh, no.
Wow, that'll fuck up your asshole.
What?
That's not good. All right, we're babbling. Lewis Black is next. Stay there. Got a couple minutes before Lewis Black. I was telling Sherrod Small that I feel sorry for LeBron James.
He's got to do it all, man.
He's got to do it all, and he lost 2 All-Stars, and his team is hurt and falling apart around him. I don't know. I don't see how he gets it done.
I tell you this: if any other team lost 2 All-Stars like Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving,
right,
and was in the finals, they would lose 4 games.
Oh, absolutely,
4 games.
LeBron's playing out of his ass.
I can't believe how he can score 40 points and 15 rebounds and fucking 11 assists. And every night,
triple doubles.
Every night, you know what that does to a body?
Yeah, he's carrying the team on his back.
I can't believe it.
I don't know. I don't see that. That's Stephen Curry is ridiculous.
I think if it go to 7, LeBron can do it.
What?
They got to go to 7. They got to.
That ain't happening.
It's going to be tough.
I want Cleveland. I still want Cleveland. I wouldn't be surprised if they win at home tonight. But then they're not winning a 7th game in Oakland.
Somebody's got to step up.
No fucking way is that happening.
J.R. Smith or who all the bums they got from New York from the Knicks?
Shemp.
Yeah.
Shemp did all right for a little bit.
Yeah,
there.
Curly didn't do well. Mo fouled out early. But Shemp really fucking took it to the board.
I talked about hockey all year long, and then you know what happened? I tapped out of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Why?
I don't know why. I think I just got tired of hockey. It goes on for so fucking long, and when you don't really have a team that you care that much about, all of a sudden I didn't watch the finals. I watched every other game.
Once the Rangers got bounced?
No, I'm an Islanders fan.
Yeah.
Never Rangers. But then I was still watching playoff hockey, and then the finals come along, and I'm like, Jesus, it's summertime now. I'm done.
Didn't Tampa go up at first in the series, too?
Yeah, but Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup last night for the 3rd time in, I belse, 6 years, right? Yeah. That's true?
Unbelievable.
Is this the final call? Let me see the final call. What the hell?
None on that. They've waited a long time for this to be at home. Slipped in front and Crawford another block. 5 to go. For the 3rd time in 6 years, the Blackhawks are Stanley Cup champions.
He threw his hat off. That should be a penalty. He threw his helmet on the ice. That's a penalty.
They know how to win.
And Emmerich knows to just shut his mouth.
They know how to win, man.
He threw his helmet off. That's a penalty.
Good for the CM Punk. I know he's a big fan. All right. That's how it went down.
They had a big celebration in the streets of Chicago last night.
And why is everyone hiding? Oh, fire alarm?
Oh, now he wants to come in all of a sudden.
Oh, now Sammy wants to do a little radio. Now that the fire alarm has gone off, Roland's hiding in the curtains.
Don't let him in.
Is that a police commissioner, a fire commissioner down the hall down there in the...
Yeah.
What? They actually have a guy come up?
Yeah, look at that dude.
Yeah, like twice a year.
So why are we safe?
Because we're in a studio doing a live broadcast.
Oh, they're clearing everybody out.
He's the emergency action director.
Good luck.
How much does he get paid?
Those guys make about $400,000 a year.
No.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Perhaps more than that.
He threw his hat on the ice. That should be a penalty.
Yeah.
What's up, babe? Welcome. You ain't been in here in a while. Get over here. Let's talk. What's been up?
Look at the white people celebrating properly there, Sherrod.
Properly. They're turning cars over, you son of a bitch.
Did they?
Probably.
I don't see one.
Yeah, because they ain't going to shoot it. There's all the white people shooting
I'm fucking with you. The white kids do a pretty good job celebrating as well. Yes, they do.
You know they'll go through a storefront.
Hold on a second, Ope.
What happened?
Hey, Sam's in here doing nothing.
You're fucking getting Sam in trouble. Is that someone's asshole? Oh, it's his belly? Let me see this, though. Let me see this.
Addison and Clark, everybody knows so well. They were packed with fans.
This is funny because they just destroy this reporter.
Phil Rogers is there. He's live at the Gummy Bear. Phil?
They just mob him.
Allison, we've been all over this neighborhood for about the last half hour.
The starting.
See that we have a very interesting crowd here in front of us. What you're seeing is the edge.
Middle fingers, yelling peckers.
With tens of thousands of
This guy's trying to hold his ground.
Yeah, good for him.
that crowd. I can tell you that the police have done an amazing job of keeping these crowds under control.
Yeah.
Clark is one set of people.
I would pinch his hiney.
Phil is doing an amazing job keeping his composure with all of that going on behind him. That guy can hold a live shot.
Bad idea. No.
I was gonna say,
Phil.
we all know once you turn the cameras on, sometimes everybody's attracted, but the officers have been doing a great job.
Oh, shut up.
Treat it like it's a black pool party,
What
bitch.
the fuck? They cut off the live shot because they were panicking. Because there were too many curse fingers popping up.
They shouldn't even be out there in the streets shooting that anyway. Get on a roof somewhere away from people.
And this is why the news stinks. I'd rather see that than the shark attack shit and the 911 calls.
That's true.
That's more horrific than someone fucking throwing their middle finger up after their team won the Stanley Cup.
But them doing this, when they put a guy in the middle of a crowd like that, it's like putting him in the middle of a hurricane. It's like, yeah, we know he's going to get blown around
He
a little.
doesn't need to be there. He could be anywhere talking about
that's
hockey.
a good point.
He could be talking about hockey anywhere.
That's a very good point. What is this about there,
Who's
Adrian?
this guy he's interviewing?
Adrian, what do you got?
Who's this guy?
This is it's just a street interview after the win.
But this guy don't care about the Blackhawks.
Sure he does. Why? Because he's a Blackhawk?
Let's see.
How about that? How you feeling today? You're live on the air.
You know how awesome the Hawks are?
They're pretty awesome.
It sounds messed up, but it's true. They got black people loving hockey. Ain't that so?
Oh, the guy laughs.
There you go. Couldn't laugh. You enjoy yourself.
Close the door.
That's great. He killed it. Yeah, there's not a lot of black fans of hockey.
There's a lot of black fans of hockey.
Not really. Not when I go to the games.
Because we see other black people in hockey don't get respect, like Jerome Ginla. Like the Jerome Ginlas of the world don't get respect.
Yeah. Louis Black. Why are you giving us the tongue?
Hi, Louis.
Good morning, Louis Black.
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Oh, it's better by the minute. This is good.
My kids, I got a 5 and a 2.5. Think you're the greatest thing ever now.
Is that right?
They love anger.
Well, that's my whole life has been devoted to not having children and fucking up everybody else's kids. And
we thank
finally
you for
the
that.
dream has happened.
As soon as that commercial pops on, they point at the TV and they start yelling anger.
Good.
They love anger over all the other characters in and out.
I want them locked in their rooms. I want them locked in their rooms screaming.
And they're too young to understand that. I go, I know that guy that does the voice, but they're like, what do you mean does the voice? They think the character's actually real. I'm at that stage.
Oh, wow.
Trying to explain animations to my kids.
You're a spoiler alert. You want the spoiler for the kids? Like, no, he's a human. No.
Yeah, you don't need to ruin it for them. Let them think he's a little magical cartoon bunny man, whatever he is.
My kid said, you're trying to tell me that's not real. I'm like, no. It must be like being on acid.
Yeah.
If you think about it. They can't comprehend that it's not a real thing.
Yeah, they can't.
No, I mean, it is a real thing to them.
I guess it is.
You know?
Yes.
Well, why not?
You're in a big movie.
I mean, like a desk is a real thing. I mean, you're talking about people who haven't been here very long. Yeah. So it's like, why is that more real than this piece of shit?
Yeah, I got to explain dinosaurs to them and why they're not still walking around. I'm like, oh, that's a really good question.
AIDS.
When did dinosaurs live? And he can't understand that timeline.
Yeah, that's great.
You could barely understand last summer.
There's a great T-shirt I got. Somebody sent me, which is Jesus riding on a dinosaur. Have you seen that?
Yes,
one?
I have.
It's just a lovely.
Yes, I have.
I love wearing that down south when I'm on stage. You know?
That's how it got explained. For many years, they said no. There was a hoax. They said that was a hoax put out by people who were anti. And then all of a sudden, there was so much proof. They started to look stupid. So they're like, well, how do we fix this? Oh yeah, Christ had one. Yeah,
there it is.
A dinosaur.
Jesus lizard, it's called. Funny tees.
Yeah, it's
one of those funny T-shirts.
It's a good one.
Louis, you're in a big movie. You don't even have to promote this one.
Oh, yeah, you do. You have to.
Why?
Because Disney is, that's their thing. It's PR. They're just going to pound.
Sure.
They're going to pound you until your kids have bought $180,000 in merchandise. They squeeze the dimes out of children's ass. I have done. I mean, you have no idea. I don't know if I've never been through this much press. I mean, this is fine. This is not press.
Yeah.
This is fucking hanging out.
Saying hi.
But literally out there in Beverly Hills, I don't know how people do this. Locked in kind of in this room, sit down 3 straight hours. You don't get up.
Yeah.
Right. And one after the other comes in every 7 minminutes.
The TV shows, right?
To interview you. And then you get up for I did a half-hour radio or a press thing. Then had a half-hour lunch, did 3 more hours. Wow. It's and you literally start to, when you do the radio thing, the radio circuit in the morning that announce a tour, I'll be in your neighborhood. But that I'm used to. You can kind of get through the 2.5 hours. You get to 5.5. You literally don't know you can't hear your words anymore.
Right.
So you don't know. You could be saying, listen, my tits are as big as my mother's ass. And you have no idea what's coming out of your mouth. And you're looking at the people around trying to get signals to make sure you're not completely psychotic.
What's your go-to thing you've said in a lot of these interviews?
Oh, it's a really important...
Because you're on autopilot.
No, but it's a really important movie. It's really important. Take your kids. And then at times I say, don't really go to the movie, just buy the DVD. That's where my residuals come.
Oh, that's where you start getting the extra.
Yeah, that's where I get...
Here's a good go-to line for you. Why do you play anger? Well, they originally asked me to play joy, but I couldn't fucking do it.
Wow, we don't need Lewis in here. See, you didn't have to do this interview. I would have just made believe that Jimmy was you.
And he would have said the same amount of stuff that I would say.
How long did it take you to do all that voiceover stuff? Is this if you're good at it, it's great.
It is great. It was 5, but it took 5 years. They take 5 years.
What?
They take 5 years to make a movie.
It doesn't make sense that those movies still take 5 years.
Wait, you taped it 5 years ago?
No, it started 5 years ago. I got a box. Here's the great part of the story.
Yeah.
You get a box from them. I got a box. I'm the first person apparently they approached. My voiceover agent says, you're getting a box from Pixar. They want you to do, I'm in! And before they even say, he finishes this, you do it. It's Pixar. But the box arrives. I open the box. They basically send me a letter. And this is something we all know you never see in this business. A major studio that has humility. Right. So they send this thing, we're Pixar animation, and you may not have heard of us. And I'm thinking, I'm serious.
I believe it, but
but at least it's not like, you're lucky that you were born at this time so that you could work with, Queen, Marie Antoinette. So these people at least have the common courtesy. But I'm sitting there thinking, God, they must just think I'm some sort of a fucked up recluse. Wouldn't have heard of Pixar. So we would love for you to do this new film, and they explained it, and then they said, and we've sent along they sent everything. They sent everything they ever did, all the DVDs, and a book of their of all of the artists, drawings of like a major book. Yeah. And then here's what your character would look like, and then here's what our script is like, and we really would appreciate, if you would work with us on this. I'm like. And then I read the script, and I've said this, and this was one of my go-to. I read the script and went, wow, I'm going to be in their first flop. This is a piece of shit. They're insane. They're crazy. And I went, wow, I'm fucked. How did I end up getting the shitty script?
Yeah.
And then you work with, and that's why it takes 5 years. They start with the idea is crazy.
They wrote that character with you in mind. I can't imagine anyone else playing it.
Yeah, they did. They
had to have.
Yeah, they did.
I saw the film, and it's terrific. How many times have you seen it? How many times did you have to sit through this thing?
I have to watch it. 3.5. I've watched it, yeah. But I never, last night was the first night I saw it with a real audience. We saw it in, it's just ourselves with the group.
Yeah.
Then we were in Cannes.
Oh,
Little Star Trek action.
Yeah, I wanted to drop that in.
Were you on any of those yachts? Did you get on any of those yachts?
No, of course not.
Why not?
Who were you wearing?
Yeah, it was the
a little place called Can.
And then then when they had the premiere, so they're not real audiences, so it's kind of weird. You just you're
Who
there.
else is in it?
Bill Hader,
Amy Poehler, Phyllis Smith, Mindy Kaling.
Okay,
those are and Richard Kind.
So you kept going back over the course of 5 years. They would say to you, "Okay, we rewrote a little something. We need you to come back in," and that's cool.
Wait, 5 years ago, you knew you were doing this?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, 5 years ago I got the box, and then when we ended up doing the voices in June, when I did the last thing in like May of last year, they said, "Well, and it's still gonna." I said, "Well, when's it gonna open?" They said we moved it up. I said, "Well, great, because then I might not die before it happens." And they said, "Yeah, we're gonna premiere it in June." A year. I said, "This June? No, a year later."
Oh God, I don't understand why it takes that long these days.
Well, because they are meticulous. I mean,
every detail.
If you're ever out there, I mean, seriously, if you're ever, it's the most extraordinary place I've ever been. I mean, it's like they have two giant buildings devoted. You go into a room, there are 25 illustrators in the room who are all working together on what the background will be like, what this will be like. I mean, they are, what they were going to do in the next 3 months, they said, was figure out they had to now figure out the shadings of the characters as they lean into each other and have their interactions.
It's intense.
Oh, yeah.
It's intense.
Oh, those guys put a lot of work into it.
That's got to drive people nuts.
Yeah, but it's those kind of, it's good because a lot of obsessive compulsives don't have.
Thank you for saying that, yes. Were people just happy at Pixar to be there?
Yeah, they were, and they served.
How's that?
I know, and they served
to be
the
around
best.
happy people.
I know.
It's probably boring after a while.
You think?
Oh, it'd be fun for 12, 15 years, but after that, it'd be
nothing but sunshine days,
and the best lunch, and the best free lunch in America.
Really? What would you have for lunch when you were
everything?
there?
You could get everything from the healthiest, quinoa-based, fucking, sperm of a whale thing to the hamburger of your dreams.
Right.
I mean, it's everything. Spaghetti. I literally was out there and was doing a gig or something and said, I want to come over and see you guys, but really, I just want lunch. I just want to come over. You're the best lunch place in America.
How many days would you they would say, okay, we need you for some voiceover? Would you go in there for like 2 days or 1 day to pop?
One day.
Right?
Went in the first day, and the first time I was out there, I went in, they just toured it, and then we did the next day we worked on it a little, not much.
So if they do a sequel to this, is it going to take another 5 years, you think?
Oh yeah, I'm going to be. They're going to do it. They're going to come to a assisted living.
Yeah,
I should, and stroll on in. Up
so
in
the
back.
sequel is not in your. They're going to have to hook up they're going to bring it into your room. You're going to be on a bedpan. They'll just do this for.
The food will be Meals on Wheels.
I bet the next one's easier though because they already got the characters down now. They've already done one, so the next one they probably won't have to work out.
5 years.
Is it really?
Not true because of the Toy Story movies.
Yeah.
And I think they announced they're finally going to do another one in like 2018 or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why announce that shit? Just fucking, maybe a year out, go, we've been working on this Toy Story movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we'll start talking about it. They just showed pictures of what Pixar looks like inside. God, look,
I want to write a
nice
Pixar movie. It looks like fun. I have a script, like a partial script, and I'm actually going to shop it.
You should, right?
Yeah.
What's animation?
Yeah, for Pixar, I would prefer. It wouldn't have to be with them, but like they're, the best.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah.
What's the animation about, Jimmy?
A rapist murderer.
A happy rapist murderer.
So it's kind of Shrekky, is what you say.
Yeah, it's got a comedic fun twist.
Yeah, some adult humor.
Yeah, at the end
for the adults that have to go to the movies.
That seems like a really cool process. I mean, like a grueling process, but it just seems like a really fun thing to be a part of.
Well, it's amazing because you never experience the real. I mean, it's the most I've ever been involved or been able to watch the entire creative process. There's nowhere else you can do it. You can do a movie, you don't see it. You can do TV, you don't see it there. You kind of go out, they go, okay, well, here's your character. And then you go back and your characters change and they go, and here are the other characters now. And here's what the world looks like. And then you go back again and it's more of that. And here's how we've changed the script. So each time, and even by the end, when it was done, I didn't really fully know when it was done. I literally sat there and went, because all I cared about was beating the shit out of Frozen. I just wanted to crush Frozen. That became my obsession. I saw Frozen. I hated Frozen. It was one of the few things that made me thrilled that I didn't have children. And it was like, thank God that didn't happen. And
I've seen Frozen
probably 1 billion times.
Without exaggerating, at least 100 times.
Yeah, no, it's
on in the car every fucking time. They finally gave up on it. Thank God, they finally gave up. But you have to wait for them to give up.
Oh
on
yeah,
these
you
films.
can't push it away.
You can't push it away. It makes it worse.
So I watched. So I saw it the first time, and I thought, oh no. We're not going to beat Frozen. We don't have a big song. There's no big song.
You need a big song.
You need a big song.
You need a little Let It Go action.
It's really, it has some very, it's very sad and very sophisticated. And I thought, but, oh boy, this ain't going to happen. But kids still, like your kids, on the level of, they enjoy it just on the visual level. The visual level's insane.
Like I said, they point at the TV every fucking time it's on. They're excited. They saw it once. We were lucky to go to one of those premieres. So, are you going to get the yogurt money?
The yogurt money?
Yeah, my kids will only eat yogurt if it comes in a Minion thing.
Oh, no.
They have Minion yogurts.
No, I don't. I'm not involved.
I guarantee they're going to have an In-N-Out fucking yogurt.
I'm sure. They better have it.
You don't get any of that action?
No, they'll send me one check for X. There'll be there's no, there's $5 with me on it. You don't get any of that.
You sign away the rights to all the merchandising?
I turned to everybody in the cast and said, anybody even see a fucking contract? It's like, you're in, you're here.
Wait, they should give you a taste of the merch. That's like, how much is the merch on an animated movie, would you guess?
Oh, my God.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
My feeling is that in the first month, my merch alone will sell at such a level that it will make more money than all of the people in my family, cousins, all the way back in time.
I agree. Amen.
Including the people that they fucked. All of that income will be nothing compared to what? I mean, seriously, I got a box of this stuff that they sent me, and it was crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's going to sell.
You got they have anger dolls, obviously.
5 versions.
5 different ones.
Wow.
Starting at this big.
Are you the star of the movie? Is your name the biggest name? Like, as far as you're the biggest part?
The star is Amy, probably, but I mean, I'm
no, you're right there.
But
you got a lot of lines.
I got a lot of
You got a lot more lines
than
a bunch of the other emotions.
Yeah,
sadness is up there.
Sadness
and anger are the two biggies.
And Bill is. They're all those. We're kind of the equals, and Richard Kind. Those are the 6 big roles.
Wow.
That was kind of amazing.
You don't get a taste of the merch. They should give you.
But they made everything now. But they probably made all the images and all that before he even came in and used his voice on anything.
Yeah. All right. What do we got, Travis?
Sneaky.
Sorry, it's not Travis. Adrian, what did you find?
It's Disney's merchandise sales from 2013.
Don't tell me they're 40-something billion.
No.
40.9.
I'm just kidding. I saw the headline, so I just wanted to annoy you.
But that's their entire merch. I want to know if
that's only 2013, though.
But one movie, for one movie, it's got to be over $1 billion.
Yeah.
And you won't get it.
No. We don't get anything until the DVD and the downloads.
The money up front was pretty good, though?
No.
He goes, no.
Back end money. They have a lot of expenses to pay with this.
Think about the advertising. The advertising is psychotic. I mean, it's
Then you tell them to go promote the movie. Then
I know.
I wonder how much a minute.
You're making all the money.
I wonder how much a minute this cost them when you break down like the cartoon, all the cost for the 5 years. Animation is pretty expensive. Even basic animation can be with sound and all that stuff around $2,000 a minute. It can be very expensive.
The credits for an animation, I did sit through one for whatever reason. I forgot it.
Right.
My kid was either sleeping or the theater was too crowded. I'm like, I'm sitting here. It was unbelievable how many people are involved in these animations.
Yeah, no,
it just goes on and on.
The list
and on.
is massive.
Yeah,
you know,
they had a huge nut to cover.
It's incredible. And then And then they spin it out into their theme parks and their this. I mean, they've got a whole
yogurt.
They got a master plan.
Wait till you see the yogurt, Louis.
Yes.
You think I'm crazy? I may be, but I'm telling you right now, there's going to be yogurt, In-N-Out yogurt.
Well, I'm in Subway for some reason. I got my mother's Subway gift cards. That was exciting.
That's nice.
That was something. That was
a gift from mother.
A little tip. No, I'm serious. But that was the big, that you get. Oh, we'll get you some Subway gift cards. All right, whatever you can give me.
Louis, I've known you probably, I would say 15 years now.
Yeah.
You're the only fucking guy that doesn't age around here. What the fuck you doing? What is he doing?
I agree, yes.
You look exactly the same from the NAW days.
It's like all of a sudden you looked awful for years, and now you look phenomenal.
That's sort of what I was saying. That's kind of what I was saying.
I know. It's true. It doesn't make any sense.
How are we catching up to your age? You're supposed to be older than us. That's exactly what I was trying to say. I wasn't saying that.
Hey, you look thin. Louis looks really good.
Louis looks like he's in good
and smells
shape.
good. Louis really smells good.
I hear you're staying with the Daily Show too, huh?
Well, that's what I keep telling them. That's my press on it.
I thought you left years ago, no?
No.
Oh.
I would do it 6-7 times a year.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was, it wasn't what I used to do. It wasn't like...
Back in black.
But now they, so they ask, I've been told I'm staying.
Okay.
But we'll see. I mean, it would make sense because I'm really the last, there's only a couple of us, and I'm the real last one, standing that kind of maintains some continuity.
You've been there since the start, which was 96, I think.
Yeah.
Wow. It's pushing 20 years.
Yeah.
And the writers, a lot of the writers, JR just left, right?
JR he's now, I think, at Fallon. I think he went to Fallon. Some of them left. I'm hoping. I mean, what will make the show is if a bunch of those writers stay. The thing that always goes on there is they're always. John did a great job. John certainly made the show what it was. But
everybody there.
But that writing group and the guys who produce, they're the engine.
Yeah.
Right.
John was a really great driver.
And he just got sick of it? He was ready to just move on, huh?
This thing where, there's, there will come a point where you're sitting here going, I'm not learning anything doing this. I
kind of said it this morning.
I said it in 2002.
It hit me recently that this all is stupid. It's nonsense. You turn the mics on and people just listen to your crap. There's nothing behind this. It means nothing.
Well, the fact that it's meaningless may actually be a help for you.
I think so. I think stop taking it so seriously. Turn on the mics and do whatever the fuck you want, because in the end it means nothing. I said we're not even in a category here. No. Like, at least if you're on the new, one of these news channels, you're in the news category.
Sports, yeah.
We're not even in a category. What is this? What is
this? It's called the fringe of your consciousness.
But are they going to change the formula over there with Trevor?
I don't know what they're going to do. They won't tell me.
He's a good guy. We like him. I only met him once so far, but
I got one of him many times. He's a good dude.
Is he a good dude?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Funny guy too.
We've never crossed paths. So
it just strikes me as like foreign funny though. It seems a little dated, but he's
very
funny.
Proper. He's a very proper guy. He's not really dirty.
Yeah,
good act.
Here's where Comedy Central is, once again shows that it's got no working intelligence. But John Oliver takes over for John
Oliver.
And I knew I'd been around John enough as a comic and knew him from like 10 or 12 years. Knew that he was going to kill, and he killed. And so instead of while he's killing and showing the numbers, you don't sign him.
Ridiculous.
To some sort of a contract. You're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's over at HBO now.
And he's doing a great job over there.
Yeah. I watched the show this week.
He kind of escaped.
He's amazing. Yeah. I love his HBO show. I wish it was longer.
Funny. Me too.
Yeah.
Once a week for like 22 minutes, basically.
Yeah, but I asked him, God, this must be, I said, you're really smart. This must be a little easy. He goes, no, it's harder. He said, because at the Daily Show, so we come in, go through some, we get done, boom, we go the next day, we get stuff done, then we have a weekend. He said, this is constant. It's just to work on each show is just because he's also an obsessive, but I mean, they just keep working on it.
But he only has to do like 15 a year.
No, he does more than that because
he
he's
does?
like, I think, he did.
Once a week.
He does 13 or 15, and then he's done, and then there's 6 weeks off.
Oh, okay.
And then boom, he's back
for
doing
another 15.
It's like Mars.
What do you got on this Rachel broad? The NAACP lady.
That's just perfect. That's really just perfect. It's just a sign of where we're going. We're moving toward another idea of life. Everybody's going to change. We won't know what we are. It's perfect.
I didn't know you could be transracial now.
Well,
I'm still getting used to the transgender
I'm glad
thing.
somebody stepped up to the plate. Because I've been trying to be a Christian for years. It's like unbelievable. Well, what a choice! Out of all the choices, they're getting
that shows the mental illness.
It's the entire universe. They're getting smacked in every town. A cop can't get out fast enough in certain areas to do something psychotic to you. And she goes, "You know what I'd like to be? What? How did that happen? Who makes that choice?"
That goes to our mental illness. Only a crazy person would choose black out of all of them.
I mean, in that circumstance,
in that circumstance, right?
The best thing about it,
is
to watch these fuckers on TV, the news people, be like literally going with their mouths and nothing to say.
They don't know what to say. They
have no.
They think she's a victim just as much as she does. Did hip hop do it to you? Was it the barbecue?
And then you look at her parents. When they interviewed her parents, which was one of the great moments.
They're nice people. Their names are Embarrassed and Humiliated.
They should be in your movie, In and Out. A couple more emotions.
Exactly.
White guilt.
Yeah, her parents now just sit at home nude, blaming each other's genitals.
They're like in the middle of Montana or someplace.
They can't get whiter.
They can't get whiter.
That's the kind of white people that white people call white people.
Yeah, but you can see why she might panic under such as, it's just something happened.
They're going to dig into her childhood.
Yeah.
Some stuff's going to come out in the next couple of days.
They asked the parents, when did you start to realize she was changing? And they said, well, we were in a movie theater.
She started yelling at the screen to me.
And she was being really loud. And after arriving a half hour late, and I said, something's wrong with her.
Something's not right.
Something's not adding up.
Can't put my finger on it.
How dare you, sir?
They're telling us you got to go, Lewis?
Yeah, of course.
What happened to the days you just hang forever?
Well, because
Pixar
now I'm
changed them.
Pixar.
No,
I'm doing. I go to
Excuse
do a
me.
kids station now. That's really fucking good.
Do you really?
Yeah. That's the next one. Whatever it is, whatever. Serious.
Oh yeah,
kids.
it's WPEDO. Yeah,
I love that this is Lewis's hell. Was never into kids, and now he's in a giant kids movie. I love this.
They're gonna love you forever, kid.
Oh yeah.
They will never leave you alone.
Oh, it's that being at the airport where I really have almost nothing. No editing equipment, and I'll be sitting there, and that 9-year-old's going to come up while I'm yelling, "Cocksucker!"
He's going like, I know that voice.
Hey, isn't that the angle? How come Anglo saying cocksucker?
Those are your kids.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you might have to record a message for my kids.
No problem.
You're going to end up doing that hundreds of times.
That's fine.
That happened to Josh Gad. Olaf from Frozen is one of our pals.
Yep.
I'll be charging $10 a pop.
You should.
Yep.
Yeah.
That money will add up fast.
My Pixar idea is just not flying. I had a character all ready to go for the new one.
What's the character, Jimmy?
Claude, the drunk driver. My wife's a fucking bitch.
Lewis, man. You got to go.
Always good to see you.
I think I've been saying In and Out all morning. Of course, it's Inside Out. Or maybe
Inside Out. When does it
I say
premiere?
Inside Out or In and Out all morning?
Premieres Friday.
I hear Lewis all the time on the radio, or there's a lotto come. Lewis pops up in the weirdest places, but it always makes me happy when I hear you popping up.
I missed the commercials where you were chasing crabs on a beach. It's one of my favorite Lewis Black.
Is that Aruba?
Aruba.
Oh, the Aruba commercials were great. With
the world's most unusual career. And the next thing, which makes it perfect, after this, is I'm doing the Bernie Madoff miniseries.
No,
where I play some hedge fund prick.
Oh,
nice!
Wow,
Great.
That's great.
You're perfect for that.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
that's really
Yes.
that's really it.
I'm actually playing a belt in his son's house.
All right, they're saying you got to go. Now they're panicking. Lewis Black.
Because those kids need me.
Inside Out in theaters this Friday. I already saw the movie. It's just great. It's Pixar. It's great. Support our pal Lewis.
Good to see you guys.
Absolutely. Come back for a longer visit, Lewis.
I will. Actually, I'm off for the summer, so maybe now that I'm actually around, I'll come over here and harass you.
Yeah, all right. We're going to take a break. We got Judd Apatow in a little bit. Stay there. Comic book superheroes. Oh, this is E-Rock's thing. E-Rock, do you have this live read on your fine radio show on Friday nights?
Past Friday, but
Why
probably
not?
this. I guess they just started this week.
You're the guy for this.
I know.
I'm not the guy for this.
You could be the guy for this. You have
Comic book
kids.
superheroes? Hell no. Hell nah. Secret agents, fire-breathing dragons. If you're looking for the perfect gift for that geek in your life or just want to treat yourself to something fun and exciting every month, go to lootcrate.com. E-Rock's all about this for real. You like the Loot Crate, right?
I've been with it for a year.
LootCrate.com is the ultimate monthly service for geeks, gamers, and pop culture fanatics. Sign up today, and for less than $20 a month, Loot Crate will send you a specially themed mystery box filled with hand-picked apparel, collectibles, and licensed gear from all your favorite franchises like Marvel, The Walking Dead, Star Wars, Game of Thrones, and more. What do you get in a box usually?
Well, it depends. You get figures, you get stuff you can wear, you get T-shirts, all kinds of cool stuff.
They give you a cool T-shirt every time?
Usually, yeah.
And it's different than the other T-shirts out there?
You'll never find this anywhere but at Loot Crate.
Clever?
Sometimes there's some great, unique art pieces with it.
All right. See, I don't care. That's why you're helping me.
I'm going to have to get you one, and you can open it up.
I don't care.
What is it?
Loot Crate.
It's Loot Crate.
It's Christmas every month.
For geeks.
For anybody.
Oh, sorry. For anybody. So I should care.
You should care.
Jimmy's going to care that you're on his microphone. I told you. He's just helping me out with Loot Crate. Each month's box features a new theme inspired by movies, TV shows, and video games. This month's theme is cyber. Join the cyber revolution with an assortment of cool, tech-themed collectibles from a wide array of awesome franchises, featuring exclusive items from Terminator Genesis? Huh? Did I say that right? What mic are you on?
2, 3.
Yeah.
Terminator Genesis.
They spelled Genesis a little weird,
I
though.
know.
Okay.
They're trying to be unique.
I just don't know this
It's the
stuff.
brand new Terminator
That's why you're
movie.
helping me. Borderlands 2.
Video games.
And more, including an exclusive T-shirt you won't find anywhere else. Go to lootcrate.com/Opie now to sign up. And for a limited time, use promo code Opie at checkout to save $3 off any new subscription. Go to lootcrate.com/Opie. Do that now. That's lootcrate.com/Opie. What's going on, Sherrod?
Chilling. There, look at Hoda. I saw Hoda in the neighborhood. She lives right around the corner from it.
She look all right?
Yeah, she was looking good, looking real golden.
Look at this broad doing that, what is that, that
limbo?
Under a car, though?
That's
pretty impressive.
And now she's doing it with a tray.
Under a car?
Under a fucking Forerunner.
Damn. You hear about Dave Grohl?
What's going on with Dave Grohl?
Broke his leg and continued anyway?
During the show?
How many hours? Did they give him a cast backstage?
Yeah, he went away for like an hour.
Okay,
I think he went to a local hospital.
Because the video I saw, I got confused because Taylor Hawkins, after the broken leg, said, look, Dave Grohl will come back. It's not going to be today or tonight, but we'll be back to finish this show. But then it ended up being the same day.
Yeah, they did like an hour of covers.
Right.
Taylor Hawkins and the rest of Foo
Taylor
Fighters.
Hawkins, right.
And then he came back out and they played for like 2 hours. He just sat down. His leg is in a cast.
A soft cast or a hard cast?
I think it was a soft cast. It's tough
it looks
to see.
like a hard cast.
And then I mean he was getting up. He was on crutches, but he did like 2 hours.
You know what made that possible?
With a broken leg.
Obamacare.
Obamacare.
Even though it was in like Germany or something.
It works there.
They tweeted out the X-ray. Boy, did he break his leg.
Oh, really? I want to see the X-ray. I want to see the...
It was on their Twitter, I think.
The bone broke.
I believe they tweeted out.
Oh.
But Grohl is, he's a champion.
He's awesome.
He's a hockey player.
He's a champion.
Break your leg and still do a concert?
Yeah.
I mean, when Ike says get on stage, we get on stage. When Ike says it.
Look at that
Tina
break.
learned that.
Clean break right through.
Oh.
Bam. What was that? Dave Grohl?
It says a thigh bone? No.
No. Down near the ankle. Right above the ankle.
Wow, that's a break.
He fell off the thing.
Yeah, and then he came back and performed.
Yeah.
An hour later, he performed in a cast.
A real man's man, huh?
He's a man's man.
They played for an hour without him?
Covers.
But they got him in the cast in an hour?
Yeah, Taylor Hawkins took over and said, "Look, we're not going to forget you people. We're going to come back. Not today," he said, or something like that. But we'll be back to finish this set. But then it turned out they were able to get Dave Grohl back within an hour, and they did continue.
They have someone behind backstage. I guess they just threw him in a cast real quick just to perform.
I think they took him to a local hospital,
Germany,
and he was back in an hour.
That's German hospitals for you, Jimmy.
But they also know that they got a situation, so I'm sure they're like, hey, everyone else in the waiting room, you're going to have to fucking wait. This guy's going back on stage.
That's
pretty cool.
Little kid with a knife wound.
If it was me or you, we'd be there for 6 hours.
Oh, I would have still been in there.
Easily.
Oh, I would have still been in the hospital bleeding.
But if you rode Everlong, then they're going to, put you to the front of the line. Front of the line for Dave Grohl.
Good for him.
Well, Taylor Hawkins, he knows how to sing, though.
He has a voice?
Yeah, he does. He does all right. He can sing a few tunes.
And he kept it going for an hour until they brought him back. That's kind of impressive.
They even said, look, we're going to fool around. It's not going to really sound like much because we're just going to fucking do a few party songs for you guys.
Right.
And then we're going to leave. But then they got word that, no, Grohl's, going to come back.
They should have played If You Want to Be Happy for the Rest of Your Life. I love that song. By Jimmy, forget his name. Jimmy something.
I don't know this song.
If you want to be happy for the rest. Yeah. Never make an ugly woman your wife.
Oh, right.
Jimmy, what's his name?
Jimmy Soul.
Jimmy Soul, yeah.
Jimmy Soul.
Give me a little taste of Jimmy Soul.
Oh, Jimmy Soul.
Remember this?
We're going to have Judd Apatow in here in a few minutes. I don't know if I know this, do I? Oh, yeah, of course. Of course I know this.
When I used to work Wildwood, I'd go to Big Ernie's Diner across the street, depressed every night, not meeting girls. And this one girl loved this song so much. She was an Irish girl. There was always Irish immigrants that would come. Immigrants. They were like students.
Yeah.
And she would crank this nonstop. She loved it. It made her so happy.
It's a happy song.
Yeah, you can't not like this.
Look at the picture of Jimmy Soul.
Let's find out what happened to Jimmy Soul.
I'll tell you what happened to Jimmy Soul. Jimmy Soul wrote one hit, maybe one more, and then his career died, and so he went into the Army. After that, whole bunch of drug stuff. He didn't do too well. His career died.
Army's a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, no, he
had post-traumatic stress disorder.
He died in prison. Yeah, if you want to be happy, just ruin your life. Yeah.
Oh, he fell into a drug habit.
Yeah.
In 1986, was sentenced to 4.5 to 9 years in prison as a second felony offender. Not too happy at this point.
Sexual felony?
Second felony offender.
Yeah.
Convicted of criminal sale of a controlled substance in the third degree and criminal possession of a controlled substance in the third degree. The sentence was affirmed upon appeals on October 26, 1987 and March 26, 1988.
He was selling cheaper sticks.
Oh, my God. He died at 45 years old of a heart attack.
Hard being a black man.
Man, that happiness went away quickly.
Hard being a black man. 45 from a heart attack.
Yeah, if you want to be happy for the rest of your short life.
Oh, my God.
Wow. That's right.
Jimmy Soul news, only here.
There you go. There's your Jimmy Soul update.
There's Jimmy Soul update.
I bet you Dennis Falcone has more than Jimmy Soul. You want him in here today, or
no? I'd rather talk to Judd. I hope that Dennis winds up like Jimmy Soul.
But I don't know. I mean, Dennis really knows. He's got that book that he carries around. He could give us some more Jimmy Soul news.
People don't know this, but Jimmy Soul was a camera cord.
One-hit wonder. He thought he was on his way to stardom.
That was the number one song, too. He was like 23 when he wrote that, I think.
Well, you know what? 2 chart hit singles.
When he go to the service?
What was the other one?
You said, and then
after his music career died. His career died, and they went into the Army.
Twisted Matilda was his first hit, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know that one. They only gave him that fucking decision because he's going in the Army next week. I'm a Raging Bull when fucking Jake lost to Ray Robinson. That's how fighters were back then. Sugar Ray beat him on the decision, and Pesci's like, they only gave him that fucking decision because he's going. They're miserable because their mother's taking up the fucking end. Oh, God, was he good.
It's so good.
Breaking the chair in the dressing room. Stupid De Niro's like, I don't know what I gotta do. I beat him. But they said, yeah, because he was going in the Army. Sugar Ray Robinson going in the Army.
Yeah.
I got an update on Tilly, Joyce Mitchell.
Oh, cool.
Her husband just visited her in jail.
Yeah, he don't know where nothing is in that house.
Even though he now knows that they were thinking of killing him.
Yeah. He's like, which one's my sock drawer?
Right. I can't find shit.
I can't find nothing, Tilly.
Yeah.
Here's your perk shampoo, Tilly.
Yes, sir. Who are you here to see? Oh, I understand you got a big fat fucking liar in here somewhere. There's a rumor that there's a big fat fucking liar somewhere in one of these cells that I'm here to see. You got anyone fits that description? She has hair like Sammy Hagar after it rained, and she's a big fat fucking liar.
You think he's a bit angry?
Oh my God,
he's a bit heated.
And he's
Jesus Christ! I saw you talking to that guy. Did you have to kill me? Jesus Christ! I asked you about that. You said there was nothing going on. You big fat fucking liar. Now I hear you're going to kill me and take my truck. How's Timmy supposed to get to school with no ride if I'm dead and the truck's gone?
I love that he's from Fargo.
Well, they're upstate people.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, upstate might as well
perfect.
be Middle America.
Yeah. It's not good enough that she was sucking the well-endowed guy off.
You don't even do that for me anymore. I asked you, it hurts my jaw? How's it hurt your jaw if you took old that guy in there? We all know his rep. We used to joke about it. Now I see you weren't joking. I'd make little jokes about his big giant dong, and you'd laugh and go, oh boy, I'd hate to have that thing in my mouth a lot. Big fat fucking liar.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Let's see. Shit. Yeah, she received a visit from her husband, Lyle.
Oh, Lyle can't get any of that anymore. Oh, Lyle asked for a little oral. You're like, I don't like doing that. But the goddamn guy who kills his boss, that one you'll drop down for and eat his ass too, apparently, I heard. You did? I was joking. Goddamn whore. Ass-eating, giant dick-sucking whore, that's what you are. Yes, I still love you. No, I'm not leaving.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. Oh man. Motherfuckers off the chain.
Judd Apatow, how are you, buddy? Oh, God.
Good to see you, man. How's it going?
What's up, Judd? Great seeing you, buddy.
Good.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. We can't get enough of Joyce Mitchell, Tilly from
the prison break.
The whole prison break thing.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you guys are talking about now?
Yeah,
we're just fucking laughing our asses
visual
off.
delight.
Yes. Well, that happens in the prison, right?
Yes.
That's what happens. People are lonely. Even the jailers are lonely.
But her husband worked there too.
Yeah. What did he do at the prison?
He was he's now the guy with the paper bag on his head showing up for work. yeah, that's my wife.
Yeah, because you got to deal with that the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like the rest of your life, he's still going to be at that prison.
Yes, in that town, that small little upstate town.
Yeah, he's not going to go find another job. He's got a good job. He ain't losing that job.
It wasn't like she flirted. She slept with one, she blew the other, and plotted to kill him, and he still went and visited her in jail.
And so who do you think the handsome one was that really got her? The guy on the left there?
No, the guy with the big dick, the one on the left.
Well, the guy on the left, the guy on the right is the big dick.
Big dick.
I thought the guy on the left is the
cop
big
said
dick.
that. He was a real ladies' man. He's well endowed.
The guy who did the drawing guy was the big dick.
That's the guy, the skinny guy who looks like Buscemi.
He's the one with the big dick.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what's funny is we were shooting at a prison on Long Island for a scene that we didn't use in Trainwreck, and it was terrifying walking around there.
Really?
It really was terrifying.
You ain't gonna tell me.
And it seemed weird that there's that much space for stuff like that to go down.
No kidding.
Like, we're walking around, we're in the sections that aren't even being used, and they're like, stand here. Okay, now walk these 8 steps here. The fact that, you can get alone time to do that is pretty fascinating.
Yes. So there was no, prisoners there?
There were prisoners on one side of the prison, and then they let people shoot on the other side. Okay. But it seemed pretty locked down. So I'm always fascinated that even in this day and age, no one notices while you're
where do you
having
go?
sex with the
Well, they
prisoners.
got special privileges. They got special privileges because they had good behavior. So they got to walk around. They worked in the tailor shop.
They got to have sex with the staff. Yeah, there's the perks.
They got to wear regular clothes. That's making it harder to find these guys.
How many years were they in?
The life. One was a murderer.
Double
and one was
life.
Yeah, those guys were never going to get out of jail.
They're bad boys.
How long have they been in so far?
I don't know, actually.
12 years, one of them?
I think so. I think you're about right. I think it was early 2000s. When
Are they still out?
Went down. Yeah. They're gone.
Yeah, but it's different now.
They're
because
gone.
I always think about this, that there's a camera everywhere. And so this isn't what it used to be like. We have the internet, we have cameras everywhere. So if I just walk out of this building, there's 900 photos of me and videos of me walking out. And I always think about it when I want to do something bad to somebody, like if I'm mad at a neighbor or something, and I go God, it'd be great to do something. You go, oh, look at all of these cameras.
Yeah.
So they have to get caught because they're being videotaped right now.
What have you thought of doing to your neighbors?
Yeah, we didn't hear anything after that.
Sometimes stuff goes down in the suburbs.
Yeah, well, there is a lot of anger brews in the suburbs.
There's all sorts of ways to go to war.
I figured that shit out. You got to change the clothes on the subway. That's what you got to do. You go in with a blue shirt, you come out the other side with a yellow shirt and a hat on.
That's how you get away. You get
away a
little
bit.
Yeah, I think that's a terrible plan. I think you just got caught.
That's a good.
The shirt change is enough.
No, they're gonna be like, we know shirt, stupid. You put a button down.
That's the first thing they go for.
You think a button down shirt's gonna throw us off the trail?
Yeah. But if she goes to jail, you got to assume they're going to love her in jail because she's prisoner.
She's going to suck everyone off.
Yeah, the guards won't care for her though.
Yeah,
that's a fascinating story.
Why would the guards be mad?
Because it's put them in danger.
Yeah, and she was going to kill her husband, who's a guard.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear that part of the story.
Was he a guard?
I'm a little behind on the
Yeah,
story.
No, I know he worked there. I didn't know he was a guard.
I'm assuming
he was a guard.
No, Adrian's saying no, too.
No, he wasn't.
What did he do,
I don't think
Adrian?
he was a guard.
I read that he was a mechanic in the tailor shop.
Okay.
Oh, but they worked in the shop together?
Yes.
That's great.
The story's fascinating. I think they're long gone.
It's so bad.
They're hinting that it might be Mexico.
And she was pretending to be a black woman?
What do you think of that story? That's another story that was made for radio.
Well,
we already did an hour on that. But
it's a fascinating story only because in the internet age, why does she think people won't know that she sued her college for discrimination because she was white?
Mm-hmm.
There's such a trail of her history that when someone's such a sociopath that they don't think they'll get caught, I mean, all you have to do is just Google anybody.
Yes.
And you're screwed.
Why did it take so long then? Because that was 2001, right?
Spokane, Washington.
2001 she did that.
That she sued. That's when she was in college.
2001, 2002. So it took another 12, 13 years for her to come out.
But who thinks...
You think she's mentally ill, Judd?
I think everybody's mentally ill.
Okay, that's
Don't you
fair.
think Cosby's mentally ill?
Yes.
Deeply mentally ill in all sorts of fascinating ways.
I've seen those sweaters, so yes.
Well, what creeps me out about the Cosby thing, he could have got any woman he wanted, but he needed them to be passed out.
Well, one of the women was a mistress and was dating him, and she claims that he did it to her, and she's like, I don't even understand we were dating.
You got to test it. You got to test the stuff.
Yeah.
You can't just be using it willy-nilly on some other girls. You got to test it with somebody who knows you, who you already fucking.
Well, I think it was, decades after he started doing it. So, I mean, that's like a mental disorder.
Yeah.
In addition to a violent crime.
He's like, I'm tired of fucking awake you.
I think awake anybody.
Yeah.
Which is, it's really I think, just the saddest, darkest, weirdest story, and a tragedy for those people and for our business too. And I always talk about that. It's interesting that no one wants to speak up. Even in show business and Hollywood, you don't see many people saying, "Oh, by the way, I think this is awful. I want to go on the record, and I believe these women." Because if you don't stand up for the women, you're basically saying, don't speak up. Mm-hmm. When it's 40 people, at some point you have to say, I believe you guys, so that other women will speak up.
Yes.
The numbers are so big now that when women come forward, it doesn't even make the news anymore.
Yeah. We said it here. We're like, even if half of them are making it up, which I doubt too, by the way, there's still way too many.
It's way too many.
Well, if it's true with one of them, he should be in jail for the rest of his life.
Exactly.
It only has to be one person.
Exactly. So, Judd, congrats on the... Well, I want to... Trainwreck, first of all. I know you're not here to promote Trainwreck, but...
I'm here to promote Cosby. I'm promoting fatherhood. I'm promoting the old I Spy shows.
But congratulations on Trainwreck. This looks like it's going to be all right. It's going to be...
It came out very well. I apologize to Jim Norton. His sequence did not make the cut, although he was brilliantly funny.
Thank you.
It's the saddest part of the business when we have to lose... hilarious things with
I'm
friends.
glad you cut him out.
Everyone will be. My family actually said that was the right move.
Well, sometimes you cut the movie and you just go, oh, this sequence is slightly out of the reality level of the movie, and it isn't even about being funny. It's just, in the sequence, Jim is a hansom cab driver, and Bill's drunk, and he steals it because he thinks it's mean to the horses.
Right.
And then you're just in editing, and you go, I think, like, a doctor wouldn't do that. And you just don't know till you edit what's too broad. But anyway, bravo on your performance. And all your performances of late.
And that's just hard to do when you know it's a funny scene, but it just doesn't work in the movie. That's got to be really tough to do.
There was a huge scene in Bridesmaids with Paul Rudd where he goes on a date with Kristen Wiig, and he takes her ice skating, and he's not good at it, and he falls, and a little kid runs over his finger, and he's bleeding and starts cursing out this little kid. And it was really funny, but, the movie was at a certain length, and it just seemed a little different in style than other sequences, and we had to cut it out.
But can't you put that scene somewhere else?
DVD?
Just so people see it?
Yeah, we put those things on the DVD.
Yeah,
sometimes we do. Sometimes people want us to. Sometimes they don't. But it happens in every movie. When we did The Cable Guy, we were outside in the rain shooting the sequence near the end of the movie, and Matthew Broderick is in the rain, and Jim has a drill, and he's like going to drill a hole in his forehead, and Broderick is getting like hypothermia, and he had a scratch on his cornea from all the mud. And then he turned to me and he said, there's no way this will be in the movie. He's like, the hardest thing to shoot always gets cut out. And then we cut it out.
Yeah, that was exhausting.
Well, Trainwreck's going to be terrific.
Yeah. Amy killed it.
With our pal.
Amy's the best.
Amy Schumer.
She couldn't be funnier, couldn't work her ass off more, and be more fun to work with. And I think people have loved all these sketches and her stand-up, and this movie, it's really open and vulnerable and riotously funny, but she reveals herself in a great way, and I feel like it's the culmination of everything we've been loving about her this year.
Right. She's also a great actress. I mean, it really helps that she's a great actress. Like, when it's like, being funny is one thing, but if you can't, if no one wants to watch you act, it stinks.
Right.
And she's really, really good.
And she's got that down as well.
And she was an actress before she was a comic.
I didn't know that.
She started doing stand-up after, and, so we get to the set, and she's phenomenal. So it's nice to, work with someone that you can go so deep, because there's some serious scenes in the movie. Colin Quinn plays her dad.
Yes, Colin is great.
And in real life, her dad has MS, so Colin plays her dad, who's in an assisted living facility, even though he's very young. And Quinn is great. Really, really funny, but it's also kind of heavy as well. And those scenes are some of the strongest in the movie.
I can't wait to see it. But you're here to promote Sick in the Head, Judd Apatow, conversations about life and comedy.
These photos are amazing.
We were just looking at the photos going, wow.
My favorite one, they're all good. There's old Seinfeld. There's you, like, as a teenager with Leno, and he looks like he's got Elvis hair, and it's Rascals West Orange, a club that I worked.
You look like Harry Styles in his fucking picture.
I didn't know I was hot.
Holy shit.
But it's really a cool shot, and I remember that club so well. And this is 1984, man. That was when Rascals was fucking. There was a big deal to play Rascals West Orange in the 80s.
That was the place. Rocked. I remember seeing him that night. Leno would kill so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he still does, but
still does.
He powered through those sets, and he was one of the first comics I saw. I first saw stand-up maybe in 1983 at the East End Comedy Club in Southampton. There was the East Side Comedy Club in Huntington, and then during the summer, they'd throw up a comedy club in the hotel in Southampton. And Leno came in and just murdered. And it was super nice to me. I mean, I'm 15 years old, and he's doing an hour interview with me. I'm sure I couldn't have been more annoying to talk to, because I was just like, how do you write a joke? And
how'd you get started?
Yeah, and he was fantastic.
But
sorry, Judd.
I just had no interest in doing anything bigger at the time.
Yeah.
Just wanted to be a comic. So it's now wild to look back and go, he wasn't even thinking about hosting the Tonight Show or doing anything like that.
But how did you pull it off at 15? I mean, if you pull it off once, that's good. But you pulled it off over and over again, getting these big comics to talk to you.
I think it's because there was so little interest in comedy back then. There was no internet. There were no podcasts. No one interviewed these guys.
I agree.
So if I asked Shandling to do an interview through his publicist, I think the publicist was like, all right, I look like I'm doing my job. I got Shandling an interview with this radio station in New York. No one knows it's a high school radio station.
Yeah.
I would never tell them that. And then I'd show up and people would be, slightly put out. A child with a giant tape recorder from the AV squad showed up.
Do they all remember you?
None of them do. Alan Zweibel, the great writer from Saturday Night Live and a lot of great movies, he was the one guy that remembered. And I think he said he found the letter where I requested the interview.
That's amazing. Is that the guy who gave you the Rodney Dangerfield number and all that?
Yeah, he took out his phone book and started giving me everyone's home phone number.
That's unbelievable to me.
And he's like, I'm gonna call my friend Bruce Fierstein, who wrote Real Men Don't Eat Quiche. He'll talk to you. And he started hooking me up with all these people.
What older comics did you interview? I know because Seinfeld was a younger guy back then, and so was Leno. What are some of the older guys you talked to?
I interviewed Henny Youngman.
Henny?
At the Carnegie Deli.
How old was he then?
As old as death. He was. He may have died 5 minutes later, but couldn't have been nicer. I think I had to call the Carnegie Deli to get the interview with him. Like he would go there every day at the same time, and you could just ask for Henny. It was super nice, but I listened to the tape, and you just hear him eating a sandwich. Yeah. I write a joke, and then I interviewed Steve Allen, and Steve Allen was incredibly nice, and that interview is in the book. And you forget that everything that we give credit to Letterman and Carson for, Steve Allen did.
Right.
And then
the street stuff, especially.
Brenner. I did Brenner.
Okay.
Back then was a big one. And then I did John Candy. They were doing the new show after Saturday Night Live. Lorne Michaels had a show called The New Show.
I remember that show, yeah.
It was a combo of SCTV people and Saturday Night Live people. So it was Dave Thomas was on the show and John Candy. And I went there and talked to John Candy. And Ramis, who was,
Hal
always my
Ramis.
hero. I interviewed him while he was prepping to direct Vacation. That's how long ago it was.
That's pretty cool.
Was it 84?
Yeah.
What kind of guy was John Candy?
He seemed like the sweetest guy.
He had a serious side too, right?
He was the interviews were very serious. And Ramis was always my favorite because he's very rabbinical. He has all these life philosophies and very zen, and loved to tell you the old stories about Doug Kenny and everybody from that era. And he had a very simple philosophy, which was, life makes no sense. Very existential philosophy. Life makes no sense. It's ridiculous. So just, you can choose to be a good guy or a bad guy. I choose to be a good guy. And that was it. And I thought, well, that's all I got to, hang my hat on either. Just don't
simple.
be a dick.
That's cool shit.
Just try not to be a dick.
Have we at all named the person who asked to see your penis?
You all know him well. You all know him well. It probably wouldn't even be that hard to figure out if you just thought about
Cosby?
The time period. Who in the early 80s would ask to
How
see
old were you?
Jed's dick? I was probably 16.
Wow, 16. And
that's like a criminal offense.
Can I ask this? I know you don't want to say who it is. Were you in a home or a club, or was it a totally private setting?
I was doing an interview at a restaurant.
Okay.
And then I went to the bathroom, and then he came into the bathroom. He said, hey, me and this other comedian you just interviewed, we made a bet that I can see your dick. And I was like, what? And he's like, just let me see your dick. Is this a bet? I mean, I think he said there's more parts to the bets. So who knows where that would have led. I'm sure it was the beginning of a life-changing event. And I'm like, I'm not going to let you see my dick. And he was like, no, come on, let me see your dick. And I said no. But looking back, it seems incredible I said no because I loved comedy so much. You think I would have kissed his ass and
that
showed
would
him my
open some
dick.
doors, probably.
But
more
I
doors.
think I was raised well enough to keep the dick.
Jimmy, who do you think it is?
Pants.
Wait, was it me?
I don't know.
Who do you think it is? You got to go an older comic.
I don't know if they were gay. Are they a known gay comic? It doesn't. That'd be harder to guess because if
I know who it is.
I had one comic peek at my dick, and I knew he was peeking. He was a headliner. I was the opening act.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the peak.
Was it a black guy or a white guy?
It was a white guy.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Real old?
Real old? Well, old now, I guess.
Old
but no,
now.
that wasn't like an old comic. It was like a reasonably young comic.
Oh, okay. See,
it's a fantastic game.
I know who it is.
Who?
Barry Sobel.
No.
Damn.
Barry Sobel.
That was a good guess, though, right? Don't try to boo my guess.
Barry Sobel's a great man.
I love Barry Sobel. He's a good friend of mine.
I think the reason he's not saying it because it would be a surprise to people.
He's a good friend of mine.
Oh, I know.
I think it would be a surprise to people. That's why he's not saying it.
It was Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Yep.
Look at his face.
That would make a fantastic story.
I'm looking right at his face first.
I was hoping it was Seinfeld.
I'll tell you guys.
Let's just stare at his face.
Okay.
Two of us stare at his face. Someone just start naming comics.
Yeah. Whichever one he smiles at, that's the guilty part. But that's amazing you got these interviews, man. To talk to these guys now is cool, but to talk to Leno or Seinfeld or any of these guys in 1984,
that's pretty cool.
Before they were known.
Yeah, Seinfeld. was like, oh, maybe I'll act and might help my stand-up career. You know, he wasn't somebody that you thought was about to change television forever. He was just the greatest comedian with the best act of everybody. Yeah. And so it's funny to read some of the old interviews and see what their dream was and then what actually happened. And then I interviewed Seinfeld again. I asked him if I could, you know, do an update to the interview, and I interviewed him last year. And then I was able to ask him, hey, how'd that feel to accomplish that? And how do you feel coming out of Seinfeld? And where's your head now in terms of what you do? And then I also got to ask him, how do you write a joke these days? Like, how are you writing your act? What's your process? And he really lays it out. So the book's good if you're into comedy, but it's also good just if you're interested in just the lives of these people and how they feel about what they're doing and why they keep doing it. Because I'm always fascinated as a 47-year-old man, what makes people great in their 50s and 60s and 70s? Because there are people, like James Brooks is in the book and Mike Nichols, who are just killers always. Right. And they never lose touch, and they stay very engaged and hilarious and smart. And so I'm just hoping I can glean some of that info.
Amy, I read part of Amy's interview, and she was talking about doing comedians in cars. And it was interesting when she said her and Seinfeld were talking that he was saying, like, because he's a guy who believes that your act is your act, and you kind of keep that. And he said it when he did that thing with Louis and Chris Rock and Gervais, where the four of them were on HBO discussing comedy. And he doesn't believe in, like, changing a lot of it. He thinks that people come to see your act. I don't agree with that philosophy.
Well, it's more like a play to him. I mean, he was saying that there was a joke and there was just he couldn't figure out the bridge word in one sentence. And he said the bit wasn't working well, and he thought there was one word was wrong. And then he finally figured out the word, and then the whole bit killed. And I think there's greatness to being that meticulous. But also, I know just from starting to do stand-up again last year, you do just get bored of talking about things. It's hard to keep fresh. And I think that is a great skill when, you can, it's like like I saw Randy Newman. I did a gig with Randy Newman at Largo in LA, and he played those songs like he had never played them before. Exactly. And some people couldn't do that, and it was powerful. He did Political Science and all those great songs.
That's acting, though. He's got to be totally sick of that. He just knows how to act through it.
I mean, it appears
But
fresh.
It's always new, though, or it's always organic to the motherfucker doing it.
I've always thought about that with bands. When you go to see your favorite band and you know they're playing that song that you love for like the 10,000
Oh, great. Here he goes. Copacabana again.
And I always think they have to just be acting. They're probably really into the new songs because they haven't played them that much, but the fans aren't.
You're still fucking with the same dick you always been fucking with.
Yes.
And you remember
make it new, stupid.
And you just think of the mansion you bought off, Don't Stop Believing.
Yes.
And you're like, of course I'm happy to play this again.
Well, that's the joke and funny people. Seth says to James Taylor, "You ever get sick of playing those songs?" He goes, "You ever get sick of talking about your dick?"
Yeah.
James Taylor says he just likes that people like them so much, and that's what makes it okay. Is he just can feel how it moves people. But with jokes, you just stop caring.
I get bored very fast. There's for some reason once it's done for me, there's something new I'm doing, and like you said, Seinfeld looking for a bridge word. The end of it was just not doing well. It was just fucking petering out into garbage, and then I just totally changed something, and it worked. And it's like there's no better feeling than that. But now that it works, it's like it's fun to do it, and I'll do it, and hopefully film it sooner. But then it's not a challenge anymore.
Is it almost like solving a puzzle? All of a sudden you're like, bam, that's the solution.
Yeah, but then you pass a magical point where you've said it too many times and you can no longer believe it.
Yeah.
It becomes an automatic thing, and it's hard to not do that. So I think part of the key is getting rid of it for me, it's about a year before I'm fucking like, enough with this.
You just explained all of your romantic relationships.
No, I said, let me correct that. In an hour. Time frame is off. Yeah, but like you said,
Judd, how much time did you take off from stand-up?
I just took a short 22-year break.
Jeez. It was 22 years.
But I did it for 7 years. From the time I was 17 until I was 24.
Okay.
Why did you quit originally or leave it behind for a while?
I just kept getting work as a writer that paid way more. So I'd be offered gigs to go on the road, and then I would write someone's HBO special. And then I couldn't book road work because I needed to be around for the writing work. So there was no way to commit without saying, I'm going to turn down all of the writing work and money to have no money and just go do like all the improvs on the road or whatever.
But you were writing people's comedy specials?
Yeah, so like Roseanne hired me at the height of her fame to help her write her act. So she did this great act for HBO where she wore a gold lame Elvis like biker outfit. And it was the first special where she talked about what it was like to be famous, like what the transition has been like. And, you know, all the jokes are hers. It's more going through her stuff, being a fun person to hang out with, you know, writing down the jokes when she says them and helping present the order to her. I mean, I got, you know, a decent amount of jokes in, but it's really about creating order for her. And she was just, you know, genius. She had just stacks and stacks of jokes and writings and that was the first great gig I had because she paid me $800 a week to write jokes. And I was a kid. I was living on, you know, $200 a week working for Comic Relief and then maybe another $200 doing stand-up. And I suddenly was getting $800 a week.
That's unbelievable.
And that's the only time that making money was completely life-changing. Like, oh my God, I can put money in the bank.
I could kill for that right now.
Yeah.
I would kill for $800 a week.
I could do valet parking without guilt. Right. You know, like, and I had to talk her into giving me the money. You know, I wasn't making as much. And I asked for a raise and I said, you know, what you could pay me, you know, $40,000 for the year is one show. So aren't I worth one show? And then her and Tom called me on the phone and cursed me out for a half an hour. And he called me ungrateful. And they're so mad that I asked for the money. And then an hour later, Tom calls and goes, yeah, we thought about it. Yeah, you deserve it. We'll give it to you. And that's what they were like. They'd get like all emotional. And then they were ultimately incredibly kind and nice. And that was, you know, the big break. I wrote a couple of Tom Arnold specials. And then the dream was to work with Roseanne. And I'd go to her house on the weekends and I would sit at her breakfast table and we would just write jokes. I couldn't get on the show. I always wanted to write for the show. Right. But I was the cabaret guy.
So then,
that's unbelievable.
Jimmy said, you know, I should say it in front of you that you've been going down the cellar just killing it, man.
At one point, you were coming in after show every night, going down and just doing well. And it's like, you know, people will applaud because of who you are for a couple of minutes, but then you have to be funny.
That lasts only a couple minutes.
Yeah, and then
after that, you better have good shit.
Yeah, and it was fun to watch somebody who like really loves stand-up because you certainly don't need the money, you don't need to be more famous. It's just somebody who's like, I'm kind of a comic in my guts, and this is what I want to do. And I like that a lot because you don't need to do it.
Well, it is like the Roseanne Money thing, which is all I ever wanted to do is be in comedy in some way. But none of the success or money really doesn't mean anything. It's just the ability to make stuff.
Right.
So if a movie does well, you're like, oh, they'll let me make another one. If you're funny, they'll let you go on the next time at the Comedy Cellar. And just the idea of trying to be as good as everyone there. To go to the Comedy Cellar, everyone is a killer. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty insane. It's not a place where people are learning how to do it.
No.
Everybody there is a monster.
Yeah.
And for me, I just thought, if I could perform at this club and fit in at all by the end of this summer, where like when I go on, the show doesn't stop. And then, you know, you guys are just murdering. And then some nights I'm on, they're like, oh, Louie's coming in. You're going to go on after Louie. You're like, all right, I guess this is, you know, it wakes you up. Like your brain, which is like kind of turning to mush. You're like, oh, the comedy neurons better fucking wake up.
Yes.
If you want to do this. And I think I did a better job directing Trainwreck because I think I just woke up some part of my brain, some funny section that lays dormant. And I was in a better mood every day because I so enjoyed that and I also thought, I don't want to be known as a fucking director. You know, because people would say that to me like, you know, you don't want to be thought of as a comic. And I thought about it. I thought, I don't want to be thought of as a director. I'd rather be thought of as a comedian. Like, I feel like everything else was almost just like a sideways path to getting better spots at the Comedy Cellar.
Are you guys ever intimidated down there?
Nah, not anymore, no.
When you know Louie and Chris.
No, I welcome it. I always want to follow the famous motherfucker who go on. I always say, I'll wait, put them on, and I'll go
not
after
intimidated.
I always want to go on after them.
Okay.
The crowd will transition with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I go like this. Thank you to my opener, Louis C.K. I never heard of him, but he sounds great.
They'll go. I mean, I had a bunch of those where, you know, I didn't have to go on after rock, but you could tell like the crowd, they'll enjoy the next guy.
Oh, yeah.
I remember watching Sandler follow Robin Williams when he was a kid. And it was on a Saturday night. Improv was packed. Robin, just a classic, just melts the place down. And then Sandler went up, and Sandler was very inconsistent. He was always insanely funny, but the crowd didn't know him, and he was very absurd. Sometimes they would go for it, sometimes they wouldn't in a huge way. And he just torched the place. And I thought, oh, Sandler's going to be giant. Like, you could just tell. Like, he was able to take that moment and then keep it going.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the first time I did a Comedy Store. I was out there taping the Louis Anderson. He had a stand-up show in Santa Monica, and I had to do a 7-minute clean set. And Dice walked in and went on and did an hour of the most piggish material you've ever heard. And you know how the store is. The guy brings you on.
Yeah.
So they're like, because Frankie Pace didn't want to go on. He was supposed, this is when I first met Andrew. And I'm like, I'll go on. I knew it was going to be a brutal set, but I wanted to just tell Florentine, hey, I followed Dice because we had not met him. And I went on, and he gave me a terrible intro. This guy's hilarious. Who is he? And
what's his name?
Bombed.
Did you try to go clean, or you went to?
I did my TV set, which was for, and Louis had a show on Louis Anderson on NBC, I think.
Oh, they were taping the set.
No, but it was a warm up. So I just did my 7-minute horseshit clean set, and it was a miserable bomb, a bomb of epic proportions.
Like in the middle of the night, you wake up like, ah!
I didn't mind it because I knew the odds were against me. Yeah. So then after I came off, him and Jim were talking. So then we became friends, and whatever. He kind of changed my life.
When you said Louis Anderson, Judd Apatow picked up his water and gulped really hard.
Aha! Was that the tell?
Louis. Louis is a great man.
I love him too.
Louis is a great man.
You still be a great man and want to see a little ding-a-ling? So what?
That makes you a greater man as far as I'm concerned.
A lot of my friends in that era, they all were from Minnesota and kind of came from that world. Jeff Cesario and Joel Madison and stuff. But it's really fun to try to not eat it after like your favorite people. Like, it was fun to watch Rock a lot this summer. Yeah. Because he was preparing for the BET Awards.
Yeah.
And then just seeing, and then there was some nights
he treated like the gym. There's like the training gym for him. It's like the workout gym.
There was that week where like him and Chappelle were coming in because Chappelle was doing Radio City.
Yeah.
And sometimes they would be talking about the same subjects, and you would see like two geniuses takes on
the same topic.
Was there like a T.I. conflict with the boxer?
Oh, yeah, with Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather.
Mayweather over T.I.'s wife.
Right. And they both had completely different, hilarious takes on that.
I don't know if we sold the book properly, and they're saying you got a couple minutes. What else about the book, Sick in the Head?
What else about the book? All the money goes to charity.
Yes.
The
stripper charity who worked down at the...
Exactly. It's 826. They have all these places where they give free tutoring to kids.
Oh.
So all of it goes to charity, and if you're interested in comedy or any of these people, I think you'll like it. And then we're on the Trainwreck tour now. We did the Beacon last night. So it's me and Amy, Quinn,
Colin,
Attell,
and
Birbiglia, and Vanessa Bayer. We're going to be at Massey Hall in Toronto on Wednesday, and then in Chicago. I'm doing a thing during the day at the Chicago Humanities, a talk during the day. So we're all touring, doing stand-up.
Isn't that a charity thing, too?
The Chicago Humanities?
No, the
whole tour is for charity.
Yeah,
so last night was for MS, and then in Toronto it's for the David Lynch Foundation, and Chicago it's to support kind of kids out there who have to deal with all the violence. And yeah, it's fun. We thought, let's just go on the road. We'll just give all the money away. This way, like, we don't have to debate who gets what.
Right.
And it made it easier.
And all the comics nodded like, yeah, great idea.
And then I got to go on. I have to go on after Attell, which is a terrible mistake. There's an intermission, thank God, where we can reset.
Yeah.
Attell's an animal.
Oh, yeah. He kills it every night.
I've done the road with him enough, and I always find, even if we split the money, I'm like, Dave, you could take more, I want him on after. He's just, because he's so, it makes you like, when you're watching him, you're like, ugh. Even if the crowd doesn't notice it, you just hate yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, God, why am I taking this angle?
Yeah.
Really? But it's a silly.
Yeah, you listen to one of his jokes and you think, I don't say anything halfway as funny and smart as that. And then you just feel bad about yourself.
He said one time, he goes, don't you hate when you're on, he's talking about doing acid. He goes, don't you hate when you're doing acid and you're having a pillow fight and then you realize it's a live baby? And that made me laugh. Just the visceral image that paints of swinging a baby and the violence of a pillow fight. Damn, is he funny. But the book is Sick in the Head.
Yes.
And again, it's for a good cause. It's really amazing that you got these old, that to me is is the interesting part. Is the really old interviews that you've done and talked to these people before they were famous.
It's dope.
So you're kind of getting a really raw version of Leno, a really raw version of Seinfeld and all these other guys. Like before they were worried about what they were going to say.
And the fun ones that are new are like Louis C.K. and Rock and Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart, it's almost like an exit interview. After the interview, I thought, he's going to leave the show. I could just tell that it felt like a summation.
You heard it in his voice.
Happened. I heard it in his voice that he was felt like he did what he had to do.
Mark Maron, Seth Rogen, the list goes on and on.
And I didn't realize, by the way, that you were in that special with DePaulo and Janine, that great 92, which was not David Spade. I said hosted. It was
it was Dana Carvey.
Carvey.
Yeah,
And,
Bill Bellamy.
You know
Nick
why
DiPaolo.
you didn't remember I was in it? It was because I wasn't good.
Were you bad?
Really? Did you?
You know what? I had never been on HBO before, so I just added fucks everywhere in my act. And my act wasn't dirty, but I'm like, I should be dirty. I'm on HBO. And now they play it like on Comedy Central, and there's tons of bleeps, but they're not on punchlines. It's like, so this fucking guy, and it's terrible.
You def jammed it.
Yeah, I def jammed it.
Who closed that show? I know Romano.
I kept going, hamburger. who closed that
Nick?
show?
Yeah.
Oh, must have been Nick. And Romano was unbelievable. Like, that was the moment where we all went,
he's going to be
Ray Romano's going to be gigantic.
Yeah. I was at Chuckles in Long Island. Do you remember Chuckles in Long Island?
I did stand up for the first time, open mic night, Joe Bolster hosting.
Joe Bolster,
man. He was the guy in the 80s, man. Joe Bolster in the early 90s. His name he was really big. What happened to Joe Bolster?
He's on the road with Brian Regan.
Oh, he's actually still doing stand-up.
He's
awesome. Good.
That's dope.
We got to wrap up with Judd. We should wrap up the show, too.
Okay.
Sherrod, you can't
good? Follow the shit I just did right
now. 11 o'clock? Wow.
Crushed it.
It's 11 o'clock. We
my God.
do have to get out of here.
Race Wars. We got a new Race Wars this week. This was Wednesday. Listen to
Race Wars.
I listened to the Race Wars.
Thank you.
It's
Me and Kurt
awesome.
Metzger.
Yeah, the podcast
it's
is amazing.
awesome and troubling.
Yes.
I like it.
Did you hear the Ann Coulter? We had an Ann Coulter on this week.
Oh, I gotta listen to it. But I have listened to it, and it's
you can
fantastic.
get that through
I
iTunes.
appreciate that.
iTunes and other places.
Yes, iTunes, SoundCloud, and Daily Motion. You can watch it when we do it live.
Beautiful. James P.
Just, go to my website if you're interested in my fucking nonsense. I'm probably in Pittsburgh in 2 weeks with Michael Che, and I got a bunch of other stuff coming up. Detroit, just a shitload of stuff.
Thanks to Louis Black, Inside Out.
Yes.
Starts in theaters Friday. Our good pal doing very well.
Yes, he is.
And Judd Apatow, Sick in the Head.
Sick in the Head.
It's going to be a good read. Conversations about life and comedy.
I'm reading the shit out of that.
You coming back for Trainwreck, or we don't need to promote that?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you.
I think Amy's here the 30th. I think it's June 30th.
Come here with Amy.
Yeah, that'd
we'll
be
fool
great.
around a little bit.
Definitely.
All right. Judd Apatow.
Love you, Judd.
Love you guys. Thanks.
See you guys tomorrow.